All right, what's going on, guys? We are here live until the deadline to see if William Nylander re-signs with the Toronto Maple Leafs, decides to stay out for the whole year, or the less likely option at this point because we are so close to the deadline getting traded. But at this point, I doubt it happens. So I think we're at this point waiting to see if this guy gets a deal done with the Toronto Maple Leafs or if he'll sit out for the year. So thank you guys all for joining me. Let's talk about this situation. Let's talk about hockey. Let's talk about the Toronto Maple Leafs versus William Nylander. Um, so let's see who's here. Hockey Wizards here. Ken Banks is here. Lyserge is here. John Howard's here. Charlie's here. Jack Ryan's here. How's it going, guys? So we're gonna follow with Sports Center. We're gonna follow with Twitter. We're basically gonna follow with everything until something goes down. I'm gonna give as much information as I can to you guys. What I think is going on. At the end of the day, yeah, we are 43 minutes till the deadline. So let me guys know. Let me know what you guys think is gonna happen. I'm going to say, I don't know. This is what I'm gonna say. I said to someone about half an hour ago. I still think it'd be absurd if he goes past the deadline, and I think the obvious answer to this is just signing a contract where the Leafs put in maybe an extra like offer, because yes, they've confirmed that the Leafs have made one final offer, but I think there's going to be one or two more offers slid across at this point with less than an hour to go. So I'm going to say still likely that he signs, but I have a bad feeling. I don't know. Right now I have a bad feeling. But all of you guys that are here, please subscribe to the channel, guys. We do a lot of content here. If you guys are, whether you guys are Leafs fans, hockey fans, we do a lot of content here. So we're going to wait till the deadline, but please subscribe to the channel, guys, if you guys are here. And I'll read through your comments always. Ryan says Craig Anderson is my dad. TML Chick's here. Jack Ryan is here. New York Devils here. Bradley's here. Five Drunk Whales is here. Slayman's here. Says, are you going live tonight? Go, no, guys. We actually reached 2,000 subscribers, so I'll be doing that vlog tonight, celebrating getting us to 2,000 subscribers. We're a fairly new channel, so if you're a hockey fan, I'd love if you join up on the channel. Matt Sheeran's here. Says sign with the Blues. Of course, it would have to be a sign or trade and sign, which, like I said, if that happened, I think a lot of people would be shocked just because of how man, they would have to pull a miracle here for that to happen. So we'll see if that happens, but I think it's going down to either signing or sitting out for the year. Ultra says maybe. Matt says I wouldn't mind if we gave you guys Parayko for Nylander. Would make sense to me. The only thing I'll say for the Blues is, right, like their defense core is getting older. They're aging. Pietrangelo really hasn't done great this year, especially the second half of last year. He struggled. He hasn't been the guy that we've expected with St. Louis. With Bouwmeester getting older, guys like Gunnarsson getting older. Duns look decent, but I think Parayko is their guy that they want to at least lean on as their good number two. So, yeah, it's the Guy Boucher interview for the post-game of the Sens. Of course, it was the Erik Karlsson return to Ottawa with San Jose. But yeah, like Dreger was updating throughout the game. I think at this point, it's a waiting game, guys. We might, honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if we get to 5:30 and we still don't know. Just because if they sign a contract last minute, we really won't know what will happen. Rise's live Toronto game tonight. The Leafs game, the Leafs are playing in Minnesota tonight, so that's gonna be a good game. Obviously, they had the Gardner Classic because that's where Gardner's from. Mini. Jacobs Wanagas here says Nylander of the said that he's getting a bridge deal. Matthews and Marner should get bridge deals. Matthews and Marner definitely wouldn't get bridge deals at this point. I think Nylander's camp is set on 6 years, guys. So I think that's where it's gonna go. Yeah, Matt, there might be a delay. Yeah, guys, if you guys are here, all 70 of you, thank you so much for being here. Definitely subscribe to the channel. Drop a like on the video. Let's get more people in here. Get in the comments, of course. I read all the comments. Yeah, I'm definitely excited to see what happens. I was thinking of adding like I'm gonna try to add a timer here for you guys, like the countdown. Let's see. That's the live sub count. So the top left corner, that's the live sub count. If you guys want to subscribe, that number will go up. So you can also do that. I'm gonna get a timer graphic in here. Give me a sec. All right, so guys, everyone in the comments, what do you guys think? Resign or going past the deadline? So it has to be signed. There's no verbal ever in these deadlines. It has to be signed and processed before 5. Holland Fred says nothing's gonna happen. Eddie says the end is near. I'll put it louder so you guys can hear me better. I don't know what was going on there. Ken Banks says I'd sit him. Wow. Guys, I don't think that's beneficial to either side. Drennan says I think the big push was when they made the trip to Nylander. It didn't get done, and I don't see either side at this point. Steve Ed says past the deadline. Jack Ryan, no, we've gotten 100 viewers before, live viewers on the stream. But yeah, guys, if you guys are new, hit that subscribe button. That number will go up. I want to see more people in the streams for the future. I mean, of course, we have this situation for the Nylander, but I try to cover as much on this channel as possible for you guys, so I definitely appreciate you guys being here. Richard Tyler Sage says re-sign. Ryan Lantry says I'm disappointed in Kyle Dubas. Yeah, guys, I don't know. I don't know who I'm more disappointed in. Just, I don't know. A lot of people are looking at the side of Nylander being a little selfish. A lot of people are looking at the unorganization from Dubas. I don't know. I don't think you could argue either side, to be honest. I think I will say Nylander's a bit gutsy for doing this. I don't know if it's selfish, but definitely gutsy, because you're really. I know at the end of the day, hypothetically, he sits out for the year. We get to June, Leafs trade him at the draft. Another team will give him 7.5. It's just fact. That would be the case. But on the other side of things, the Leafs, if he sits out, you never know what will happen. You never know what cap situations they're going to be in on the offseason. So that's another thing to think about. Wolf Digger says Nylander should just sign any team. He can't, man. He can't. He's an RFA. Derek Roy says trade him for Slavin. I know the Leafs were definitely targeting Slavin at one point. I don't think Carolina wanted to give him up. Levy Coronin says Dubas should trade for Falk, prospect, and a pick. Guys, I like Falk a lot. I think people underrate Falk. I mean, if Falk was part of the return for Nylander, I wouldn't be completely disappointed. Obviously, I think in best case scenario, I think Nylander should sign, but I don't know. It really depends what the return is at this point. Again, guys, if you guys are here, drop a like and subscribe to the channel. Oh, I thought she was going to talk about Nylander. They're coming off a 1-0 loss in the semis to Mexico, who scored the lone goal. There's nothing really. Let's see you on Twitter. Canada's looking to bounce back against New Zealand and leave Uruguay with a medal. So, searching. All right, we're just going to look up to Twitter for updates here. Match. They are facing New Zealand, but they got off to a rough start in this one. Only 16 seconds in, Canada conceded an ugly goal. And unable to handle the pass. All right, let's put that on mute. So yeah, we'll stay updated on Twitter, guys. I hope most of you guys get in the comments and hit us up on the channel here. File says, I understand what he is doing. If he gets career-ending injury, his career is over. He needs to get money now. I disagree, but New York Devil says the salary cap is going to become a problem in the near future for Dubas if he signs Nylander. Possibly, right, guys? We don't know what Matthews and... I mean, we know an estimate. You could guess what Matthews and Marner will sign to, but you really don't know the exact. So we are 34 minutes till the deadline here. I'm going to put this timer up. Um, Crispy Shrimp says, "Do you think that Tom Wilson gets suspended?" No, he's not getting suspended. He's not getting reviewed. So yeah, I was definitely a little surprised just because of his history. I Alex Tongay talked about it on. I think he talked about it on NHL Network. He talked about it somewhere. You can kind of rewind a bit. You pause it after he released the puck. Tom Wilson had like about like 3 or 4 steps at least before he actually got there. So he definitely could have pulled back. I think that was my biggest problem. But yeah, guys, everyone in the chat, like the video, subscribe to the channel, guys. I'd really appreciate it. We're trying to build a cool channel here with a lot of live streams. So if you guys like coming in, talking to other fans during like games, we do obviously a lot of Leaf live streams. We got a lot of Leaf fans in here, but we do a lot of other teams as well. Like I try to be in all 31 NHL teams channels. So yeah, if you guys want to subscribe, that number will go up as well. So I'd love to have you guys on the channel. But yeah, we're gonna wait till like something breaks here. Dave, he does not sign yet. We're still waiting. Twitter's really silent right now. Everyone's really silent right now. So yeah, I'm thinking between 4:45 and 5:15 we find out. Thank you, whoever subscribed to the channel. I appreciate that. All right, let's try to get this timer up and running. All right, there's your timer. All right, guys, we are less than 32 minutes till the deadline. Voltigger says, "John, what's the jersey you have on?" You know what jersey I have on. So people know I'm not a bandwagon fan. I have my good old Joffrey Lupul on. New York Devil says, "It seems like every channel is Toronto-based." That's true, right? So that's why I try to be a little different. That's why I try to do it for all fans. Of course, I'm not gonna like take away from like who I am as a person and who I grew up as a fan. Um, So, I mean, I'm still going to be my Leaf fan in a decent amount of videos because that's where I get my most passion from growing up as a Leafs fan. But at the end of the day, guys, I'm a person that definitely likes all kinds of hockey. I like all 31 teams. You're not going to see me hate a team except for sometimes the Bruins in the playoffs. But other than that, I like all 31 teams, guys. So I'll follow on this channel. I'll follow all teams. I've definitely been improving that. Like I've been trying to improve fan bases like one by one. So right now we've been focusing on like the Buffalo Sabres. We've grown that fan base quite a bit. Next, we're going to try to start growing some Metro teams like the Devils, Penguins, Flyers, Capitals. And then we're going to keep continuing on with that. And as the channel grows on, I hope all of you guys stick around. So if you guys subscribe to the channel, that number will go up. And yeah, we're looking forward to it. So we're about half an hour away till the deadline. And there's nothing really on, like, I'm surprised, on networks following the situation. So that's what I'm here for. I'm going to follow Twitter as much as possible. I'm going to keep on texting people, see what's going on, and yeah, we'll see what happens. Of course, guys, this is a channel, a YouTube channel, hockey channel. I am a Leaf fan, but I'm going to try to break this as soon as I can. So for you guys. Let's see comments here. All right, New York Devils sounds good. Yeah, it's a Lupul jersey. Let's see. Austin says, if Nylander got traded, who do you want to the return player? It depends what team, guys. Like I said, I wouldn't be mad if it got like Falk was the centerpiece of the deal. I mean, if we got like a guy like Parayko, obviously it's like, especially with the situation, I'd be really happy with getting Parayko back. Robbie says if Nylander signs, the Maple Leafs are just gonna be a hard team to play against. Shaden Shergill's here says tweeted by fake Bob McKenzie, Lucic and Russell for Nylander. Hey guys, that's what happens when big news like this starts materializing. Fake Twitter accounts come up. But thank you guys so much. Let's see that number keep going up. Subscribe to the channel, guys. We're trying to build something pretty cool here. I'd really appreciate all of you guys here. I can guarantee 50% of you are not joined up, and I guarantee if you guys give the channel a chance, you're gonna enjoy it here. At least if you subscribe. If you want to put your notifications on as well, that's pretty cool as well. I'm just literally gonna keep looking through the hashtag Nylander Watch for some comments here from people on Twitter. But what do you guys think in the chat? I've kept saying it. Let me know what you think. If you think Nylander's gonna sign or sit out for the year, or the less likely option at this point, traded, let me know. Someone's like, I bought a Nylander jersey for my son this year as his very first hockey jersey. If he doesn't sign, I'm flying to Sweden to punch Willie in the jewels.
Covered about 360 years of British culture in 48 hours.
TSN Radio is doing all Nylander right now. Okay, give me a sec. Hey, Lucas, how's it going, man? Yeah, so I'm nervous for the last half an hour, bro. Okay, Ken Banks, relax. I'm going to the TSN Radio. All right, guys, we'll check TSN Radio. We're thinking they're talking all Nylander right now, so. Is it TSN 1050? Again, guys, subscribe to the channel, drop a like. We're trying to see how many people we can get in here. All right, let's see here. Okay, we're going on TSN 1050 right now.
There's okay, we worked at it, we got it done, and now that there'll be lots of excitement. But the other part of this is we don't think we're going to get it done. What's our messaging?
Let me know. Can you guys hear that?
And that is as important as if it doesn't get done as anything else.
Okay, so let's because there's multiple potential tracks here. They don't get it done. They don't get a trade done either. So this slides past 5 o'clock. William Nylander does not play in the National Hockey League for the Maple Leafs or for anybody else this season. Is that a fundamental failure on both sides? The fact that a deal didn't get done? Or is this a hill that Kyle Dubas really has to fight on, Craig? Because you've got Tavares at $11 million and you've got two extremely important contracts coming up in Matthews and Marner, and particularly maybe even on the Marner camp, there's comparables, et cetera, et cetera. Is this a fundamental failure, or is there even more to this than that?
Well, what I would say is if there's not a deal that's consummated, and whether it be a trade or a contract signed, then we're going to have to understand from the Toronto Maple Leafs and from William Nylander and his agent and representatives what happened, right? Because I think it's too easy, or I think it's premature to talk about if it's a fundamental failure. If Kyle Dubas comes out and says,
Craig Button the whole time has kind of been, the last few days especially, a lot of people are looking at the size, like why is Nylander doing it? Craig Button's been the one advocate for what is Toronto doing? Like, why is Toronto doing this? Why can't Toronto just give them the money? I see that the size is like, okay, so I do agree at that fact that if Toronto just
that go into a
pays him the
negotiation.
7.5
We're gonna have
per
to hear
year,
about those before we
like
can
if they
start
hadn't brought him
saying
to
whether it
this,
was a
Kyle
fit.
Dubas could have been
Now,
smart from the start. Be
on a
like, okay, if
macro
this doesn't
level,
work out
I've said this all the way
afterwards,
through.
then
The
trade
Toronto
him,
Maple
right?
Leafs are better with William Nylander.
I think in maybe
So
Dubas's head, I don't know
next year's
what was going on,
negotiations are
because
next
at the end of the
year's
day,
negotiations.
maybe they start
Okay?
thinking
I'm a huge believer
with the Matthews
that
and
as a
Marner,
22-year-old
oh,
player,
other
and I
people
believe
won't be in
William
good
Nylander's
cap
elite
situations,
player,
then we can't
that
trade him.
if you sign
Guys,
him
I think
and give him your
I look
lineup
at
after
at
it's
least
signed
10
to
teams
Mars,
across the
not knowing
board
where
that
they're
would
gonna
be
at,
like,
'cause we
I
talk
would
about
take
Marner
Nylander
and
on
Matthews.
7.5, no
Where are
problem.
they going to be able to
Arizona
next year,
Coyotes,
right?
no
So you
question,
start to
man.
assess
That
where your
team
team
would
is
for
at,
sure
and you
take William
start
Nylander
to
with
ask
7.5 million.
yourself,
That Nylander,
wow,
as
this
much
might
as
be
he
a
would never
great
be a top
opportunity
3
for us to
player
compete for the
again on
Stanley
the
Cup
Leafs
as soon as
because
this
of
year with
Tavares,
William
because of
Nylander
Marner,
lineup.
because
So
of Matthews,
what have you
because of the
forgone
resurgence from
by looking at that?
the surge
Now,
from
my point is
Morgan
that,
Riley.
so
So
you sign Nylander.
I do think
I'm just going to
that
take a
Nylander,
number,
yeah,
okay?
won't be a
And
top
I'm
player
not
in
gonna,
Toronto anymore.
doesn't matter what I would
But
do. Let's just take
for
a
a
number
team like
7,
Arizona, he
125.
immediately
I'll just
becomes
take
a
it.
1-2 guy.
You
Him
can
and
trade
Keller
William
would be
Nylander tomorrow if you sign him at
the
7.25.
1 and
in
2
my
on
opinion.
Arizona up front.
So now you look at it and go, okay, I have him in my lineup. You know what? Maybe I
Yeah,
paid
thank
him
you
a little
whoever
bit more than
subscribed
I
to the
had.
channel. I do
You know
appreciate
what?
that.
I
Keep
don't know
hitting that button
exactly
if you
where
guys
the Marner
are
and
if you're
Matthews
not yet.
negotiation is going, but I know that this player's
Zion,
elite.
who would
And
get
now I
knocked
know
down if
having him under
Nylander
contract, the value
signs?
for him on the marketplace might be
Based off of
increased.
play
And if he comes in
and
and performs
production,
like he
it would
can,
be
oh,
either
no
Levo
problem
or
trading him.
Gauthier, I would
When Mike
imagine.
Richards and Jeff Carter
Ennis
got signed by the
really
Philadelphia
has
Flyers, they
scored
got
a
signed to
couple
long-term
goals.
contracts. They were
He
core
well, Ennis
players
scored one the
for
other
the
night, but
Philadelphia Flyers. Well, there
Ennis
came a
also
point in
has
time when they
probably,
no longer
I mean,
were core
Levo as well,
players.
but Ennis probably has a
And
lot more
there's
connection now so far with the
changing
team. I mean,
landscapes,
they've talked about
right?
how
So
like Ennis has
people
become
say,
like
well,
kind of
William
friends with
Nylander's not even their fourth or
Riley and
fifth best
Matthews.
player.
They've become
Don't
pretty
look at it
close,
that
so
way.
He could
Look,
be their second
Ennis has
best
been pretty
year
good.
ever.
I don't know.
but
His
you know
size
what?
obviously is
But
always a question mark.
Did
But
the
for
Philadelphia
Tyler
Flyers
Ennis,
have
I
any
think
problem trading Jeff
I think
Carter
he
and
sticks. I think
Mike
it's down to either
Richards?
Levo or
None
Gauthier who would be
whatsoever. And
sitting
I
out
heard
if
those
Matthews
contracts when
signs.
they signed him. Oh boy, how can they be giving these guys this kind of? I heard other teams go, well, now we're forced to give some of these other players contracts. They had no problem trading them. In fact, they traded Carter and got Voracek, and the first pick turned into Couturier. And they got Simmons and they got Braden Shen for Mike Richards. So to me, when you have a valuable player and you have him under contract, your own situation may change within your team. And like, okay, he was a core player. Maybe
Yeah,
he's not
whoever
a
said
core
that in the
player
chat, that's
anymore
what I
because
literally
other
said at
players
the start
come
of the
in and
stream.
usurp
Like,
you. But
Darren Millard
you got a good
is
player
just
like that
reminding
under
people, and that's what I
contract,
exactly
to me,
said.
they're
It's
only
exactly like
bad
the trade deadline. It's like
contracts
any
are the ones
deadline in
you
the
can't trade.
NHL.
Do you
Like,
believe, Craig,
that's
that
why deals have been
the
vetoed. That's why
Nylander
deals have been
situation is
like
the front end
screwed, because
of some kind of
if you don't
fundamental
sign
shift
before
here
the deadline, it means
with
nothing.
that,
Verbal crap means
for lack
nothing.
of a
So
better way to
if
put them, that
Nylander doesn't sign a
second
physical
tier
contract within the next
of
20 minutes,
very good young hockey
21
player
minutes,
coming out of entry level,
there's no deal.
entering RFA with no ARB rights for the first time, which is to say, McDavid, obvious. Matthews, obvious. Line A, I would say, in Winnipeg, obvious. But then there's that rung just below. Marner, Nylander.
Again, guys, all of you guys that are here, if you
Connor,
want my
like
crazy
a number of
reaction
different
based
names
off of the Nylander signing,
we're gonna see a
definitely
battleground
subscribe to
here
the channel.
between
I
player
appreciate you
and
guys being here.
teams more often than we ever have
Dad
before
Butler,
at this particular
honestly, I still
stage.
think it
'Cause-
makes
and I've thought about
it just
this with
it
my
doesn't make
background
sense that he doesn't
being
sign.
covering baseball a little bit more.
All right, I'll let you
Sports
guys
science,
listen. I'm gonna get
analytical data, et
I'll
cetera,
get a
et cetera,
beer
tends to be telling
for all
us
of you guys.
that once you're north
Cheers
of
to the
30,
channel. We got to 2,000 subscribers
you're a
yesterday, guys.
dinosaur
So
now.
I mean, we're
if
still
I'm
trying
a
to grow a
player,
lot for this channel.
I
So
might not be
all of you guys
thinking
that are
about
here,
this
all
at 22,
150
but
of you,
have
I
an age,
really
or I
do
have people
appreciate
around
that.
me who are trying to
So we're
project
trying to
and see
listen
what
to
the
some
world looks
updates
like.
on Nylander. So
32,
listen to TSN
34-year-old athletes are
1050.
viewed
I'll keep
far
updated on
differently now
Twitter,
than they were
and
even 5
we'll
years
see
ago.
what
What's that
happens in
gonna
the next
look like
20
7
minutes.
or 8 years from now when I'm 28, 29? I've got to maximize my dollar in my 20s because I might be viewed as a dinosaur 8 years from now when I'm 30, and I might not get as much on a third contract as I ordinarily thought I would.
Yeah, no, I think that's a really, really good, strong point. You know, in CBAs and different, you ask about is this a signal of some change with this group of players? There's springboards all the time in different contracts, and you know. Teams don't want to say that this caused it or not, but there's springboard. Rick Nash coming out of his entry-level contract post-lockout, they locked him up long-term, and people said, "Why did you do that with all the rights? We've got this." this straight on. But people say that was a springboard. I think the Connor McDavid, Leon Draisaitl contracts were springboards. So, you know what, Connor McDavid, we all can agree that he's the best player on the planet. And if you don't want to agree with that, then say he's amongst the best players on the planet. But at $12.5 million cap hit, that becomes a springboard for that level of player. But then now underneath it, to your point, that next tier of player, Leon Draisaitl, he's at 8.5. So players are looking and going, wait a second, okay, I'm not as good as McDavid, but I'm as good as this guy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm always reminded, Scott, of former NHLPA executive director Bob Goodnow's comment. Players don't want to be paid one penny more than they're worth, and they don't want to be paid one penny less than they're worth. And so how do you determine worth and value? Teams are paying it, and teams are saying, well, now we see Eichel now signs for $10 million, right? So now teams go, well, we got to do it. We're building through the youth. You're talking about exactly the analytics and the sports science going. So teams are going, well, we got to keep our young players. Well, what do you think? The young players are living in a bubble, and their agents are living in a bubble. They're going, well, they got to keep you, and so now we're going to leverage it. That's why, it's interesting when I hear different comments about Nylander doesn't have leverage. Oh, yeah, he does. It might not be CBA-related leverage, but he's got other types of leverage. And these other players are going to have leverage as well. And, how you use your leverage and how you manage your leverage are important factors. I have no doubt that with many, many players coming up, Matthews and Marner here in this market. We look at Rantanen. We look at Line A and Connor. We look at Matthew Tkachuk. Let's go through it. Charlie McAvoy, Zach Werenski. We can go right through it, right? It's a big swath of players. And where do they all slot in, right? And this is going to be a battleground. I don't have any question about it.
Before we get you back to the TV studio, prediction is such a difficult thing. And I just don't know what I believe about this. If this gets past 5 o'clock, I'm hesitant to even declare that Nylander's done as a Maple Leaf. Like, they could get a deal done next summer. Or, Craig, typically in these situations, is the relationship so fractured.
All right, guys. So
that it's just best to move
17
on
minutes
and
to
try
go.
to accrue whatever the best assets are
cheers.
for the player.
A beer. We're celebrating tonight for 2,000 subscribers. So if you guys could hit that button and see that number go up for the channel.
Make it adversarial. I know all this.
I'm just gonna go through some comments with you guys, and then I know Craig Button's about to go back to the studio, so they're gonna take a break there. But within the next 10 minutes, I think we'll start hearing some updates here. Let's see. Ben Burr says Nylander's missing out on a chance that he will never get again. He could be playing on a super stud team. Agreed. Lightning Sound Geometry, shout out to you, says, I would take the cash, screw winning sports. It's only a business now if I was a player. No, Nylander hasn't signed anything, so ignore that in the chat. Yeah, guys, by the way, not that it would make me sick like people are saying, but it would be very surprising if Nylander gets signed to above 7 after everything that the Leafs have gone through to try to keep it under the number 7. So if they do sign him, I'm saying 6.85. I'm just going to throw a number out there. I'm going to say 6.85 if he does sign. If it gets to 7, I'll be a little surprised, but honestly, at this point, I'd rather him sign to 7 than not sign at all. I think it's not going to be beneficial for either team. Applejacks for dinner says, I predict he ends up missing the year. Mr. Dudd says, if he wants more like Le'Veon Bell than holdout, he'll get his money one way or another. Guys, I've compared it to the Le'Veon Bell situation. Obviously, Bell is at a higher standard, but Nylander is still a top player. So, Leafs should claim Zach Ronaldo if he ever goes on waivers. Thoughts? No thanks, Edgar. But honestly, I think I wouldn't want a guy like Ronaldo. I think he's too much of a risk. I think we've talked about guys like Tom Wilson having a pass. Obviously, Wilson's a great player for the Caps. He was huge in the playoffs, but his reputation is kind of. I mean, I am surprised that he got nothing for what he did yesterday, but that's just my opinion. I think everyone's entitled to their own opinion. But yeah, guys, if you guys are here, subscribe to the channel, guys. I do really appreciate the growth. Every time someone subscribes, it's just it is very little, but it means a lot to me and to everyone on this channel so far. We've got a lot of mods. Our mod squad's awesome. So we do a lot of live streams, trade rumor videos, stuff like that. So if you can join up now, I would really appreciate that. So definitely hit that subscribe button. And yeah, look at that. We've gotten a few. Thank you so much, guys. That's unreal. Leave in the comments your thoughts. See if they sign. But Edgar, shout out to you, man. If you're a Bruins fan, subscribe to the channel, man, because I definitely want, going into the playoffs, some Leafs and Bruins rivalries in this channel. So if you guys are here, definitely subscribe to the channel. We've surpassed our amount in the live stream. We are at almost 300 people in this live stream. So if you guys if 50% of you subscribe to the channel, we could get to 2,100 today. So which would be awesome. And if you guys want to stick around after the deadline's passed and we're kind of still talking about the situation, I will be doing a Q&A, a little bit of celebratory action. We might play some beer pong or something because we did reach 2,000 subscribers yesterday, so we're looking for a good time. I have people coming over within the next hour, I would say. So yeah, we're looking forward to it. Let's try to listen to the 1050 again. Thank you so much, guys. That's unreal. Thank you so much for subscribing. But if Nylander signs, I'll go nuts for you guys. Because I still, as much as people have been hating on him, I still want the guy to sign. But yeah, we have 13 minutes left. All right, let's put the volume up and listen to some 1050.
So, there's one now.
Oh, it's on some advertisement right now, so we'll wait. Donald says, should they sign Nylander and trade him for a defenseman, guys? That's what I've suggested. I mean, it wouldn't be the worst thing. I think that's definitely an option at this point. So we'll see.
Search faster, search better. TripHome.com. Spend thousands on a trip and hope pictures from a phone will be good enough? Level up. Take pictures of your kids and your mall parking spot on the same mediocre device? Level up. It's time to reset your expectations and level up with Canon, Canada's #1 camera brand. Save $310 off the award-winning EOS M100 camera.
All right, 300 of you in here. Wow. Yes, House fan. Thank you so much for the dono, $1 dono. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Yeah, if the news breaks at 4:59, that'd be crazy. All right, let's put the sound back up.
Who's your favorite right now, or who do you enjoy watching most on this Leaf team?
I mean, Mitch Marner is. I mean, everybody's got a. He's amazing. The puck's got a magnet on it for his stick. It's something to watch.
Overdrive with Hayes Noodles and the O-Dog every weekday.
Purple Haze is bad example for future NHL players. Yeah, guys. I mean, if he doesn't sign here, it looks really bad on the NHL. Marcus Stroman just tweeted out, says, need Nylander on the squad. Thank you so much for all the subs, guys. Keep subscribing. Let's try to get to at least 1,050 here. 11 minutes till the deadline. We do a lot of live streams on this channel, trade rumor videos, topic videos, and actually this was a big one we were going to do. We were going to try to screw with some Leaf fans and do a Nylander trade prank. If the Leaf game was in Toronto tonight, we would have done it. But it's in Minnesota, of course, so we thought we're going to wait for something else, but we're going to start doing some street content. I'm getting some wireless mics together, and then we're going to go out and possibly screw with some hockey fans. Maybe every Leaf game, we're going to, at least for the month of December, maybe leading up to Christmas, we're going to screw with some away teams coming in, away team fans, so that'll be pretty funny. Yeah, so some street content, some trade rumor videos, topic videos. If you didn't go see, I did a video on the rise of the Buffalo Sabres about a week ago, so go check that out. Obviously, the Sabres have been one of the best teams of this year so far. Of course, they did lose the last 2 games. They got swept in the Florida road trip. So, but for Toronto, they play Minnesota tonight. Bruce Boudreau was even joking around about not wanting this resolved. Of course, I think even if Nylander does sign, I don't know if he plays tonight. But let's not get ahead of ourselves because we are less than 10 minutes away now, and no news about Nylander, guys. So How's it going, Cyber Shade? Danny Kim's here, says, honestly, I feel like I've heard Nylander name in the last month more than my own damn name in my entire life. Honestly, guys, I know people are kind of getting annoyed. I feel that. But, it's definitely, I know, it's definitely a story that I have to follow, a story that I think everyone has to follow, so. Yeah, Joe, you gotta bring the people in here, though. Enjoy the channel. Yeah, if Nylander signs, I'll chug the beer back. Okay, I don't know why the radio paused there, but I'll read all your comments, guys. So definitely subscribe. Yo, mods, definitely control the chat, guys.
Is there a bad guy, a bad side in this? Should this be viewed as a failure on both accounts?
Well, I think it's saying there's a bad side or a bad guy in this. No, absolutely not. It's the business side of the game. It is where it is. I mean, the culture and the dynamics around the economic part of this game now has been created by the cap world, the owners, the general managers are signing some of these silly contracts, and kids nowadays are looking going. And I've heard you talking about it, and I know Craig was talking about it earlier. Is you got 22-year-old kids now that are trying to break the bank every time they come out and they have a good couple of years, and it's going to destroy the league. It's going to destroy the
that's a
economic
roast
structure
and a
of the
half.
league, which right now there really isn't much, if you ask me, to be quite honest with you. So no, there isn't a bad side. I think just expand on that though. Destroy the economic structure. It's just going to keep going up and going up and going up.
Oh, guys, subscribe to the channel.
And, the big thing in the
we're gonna get a crazy reaction out of me at 5 o'clock.
Okay, well, there's 3 comparables. That
I'm getting actually kind of nervous now.
David Pasternak and Nikolai Ehlers. Okay, all in around 6. I think Pasternak's 6'6", somewhere around there.
He's 6'6".
11 DNA says
6'1",
Nylander, the
6'1".
second pick, traded to New York
Points,
for Kreider,
Pasternak,
Shea,
80.
and a 3rd-round pick.
He deserves more, maybe.
Isn't that
than
kind
the
of what
other
I
two
said in my
guys.
trade video?
Larkin 60, and Ehlers I think was 61, or vice versa. So they're all in around the same thing. They've accepted it, and they're playing probably. They first and foremost they got paid pretty good money, but I think they're playing because they love the game. They want to get back, and they're going, holy smokes. And a great comment is Mark Scheifele. How much money do I really need?
Nah, Purple Haze. He's definitely, no
what,
question, he's worth plus 6.5. Like I said, guys, I think if this gets resolved, he's signing 6.85. That's my prediction. Let me know your predictions in the chat, what he signs to. If he does sign, there's just over 6 minutes left in the time.
$10 million deals. It's going to get scary. It's going to put a lot of people out of work, I think, and I see it going in that direction.
I could look at it a couple of ways. Traditionally, when you have a disagreement on salary and it's a company, a industry, a hockey team, the give always comes on the worker's side. The player has to give. There's no leeway for the team. How could they do this?
Well, it's a hard cap.
Yeah,
that's the problem too. Right?
Whether it's a hard cap or a budget. I mean, there is.
For all we know, guys, he could have already signed on the dotted line. We don't know.
For those receiving, you have mechanisms to fight, and if Nylander believes he's a number one center on another team and worth $8 million, and there's an avenue for him to go. It's not going to be easy, but there is a way for him to do that, and it's going to take a long time. It's not going to happen in the next 6 minutes.
One of the things that has interested me, and I have repeatedly said that I'm not convinced that a 21, 22-year-old guy is sitting there thinking about this, but Tatman, Gibby, agents are supposed to look down the road. Could be a parent or two who professes or actually does have some expertise in this matter. You've got to look ahead. You've got to see the tea leaves. Whether it's hockey, whether it's baseball.
Jeez, I don't know why the timer did that.
Maybe basketball to a lesser extent. Players who are 30 and older are starting to be viewed legitimately as dinosaurs.
Yeah.
And so if I'm a 22-year-old player and we can discuss the MO and the way that this is all played out, and I'm happy to do that, and we'll continue to. But if I'm the 22-year-old player I feel like it's incumbent upon me to max out now. Because in the last 5 years...
Shout out to T from Sweden. Thank you so much for joining. Subscribe to the channel, guys.
With the speed of the game.
See that number go up to
In the last 5 years,
2050 if we can.
30-plus-year-old athletes are viewed has changed. If it has changed that much in the last 5 years, how much is it going to change in the next 7 or 8 years?
Cheers, guys. Let's hope he signs in the next 3.5 minutes.
Nylander toward their 30th birthdays, and then what's going to be left for them then? I know there are outliers, really elite players who will get paid and will get 6, 7, 8-year contracts again. But there are going to be another handful of guys who may still be very good players. But
whoa, look at those numbers going up. Thank you so much, guys, for the support on the channel. I do appreciate that.
I'd rather go 3 or 4 years with you than 7 or 8. Like, we just don't trust what you're going to be at 32. And so I think that that's got to be, at least in part, the motivating factor for some of these guys.
Well, I agree 100%. They want to break the bank now. Well, they're still young. Because you don't know what's going to happen down the road.
You won't pay me any more for what I did, so we got to project what I'm going to do, and you got to pay me for that.
And that's the danger in the direction the league is going in right now with the economic side of it, is they're paying for potential. They don't know. They can't read the future. I mean, 2 years at 61 points, I'm not scoffing at it, but is it worth $8 million? I mean, what are you going to do this year? What are you going to do next year?
Yeah! Oh!
Blah, blah, blah.
Nylander signed 6 years, baby!
Oh, what if...
Woo! Let's go! Darren Dreger told Nylander is staying. Done deal, 6 years. Woo! Subscribe to the channel. Let's go! 6 years with the Toronto Maple Leafs. Nylander is staying. Drop the like, subscribe, guys. With 2 minutes left, it's announced. Let's see. No way, he's staying. Guys, I'm trying to look to see how much. Nothing official yet, but since William Nylander and the Leafs reached a 6-year deal, believe AAV is a shade under $7 million. Elliot Friedman just tweeted 6 times 6.9. Oh, I said 6.85. Let's go. Nylander's staying. Let's get through the chat, guys. Subscribe to the channel. All of you guys here, subscribe if you have not yet. Drop a like. We do a lot of content here. So a 6-year, $41.4 million contract. All right. Let's get that on the board here. What do you guys think?
We didn't create a new way to find the best ramen.
Yes, 2050. Thank you so much, guys.
Share your home with world travelers.
Let's check to see.
We're the only cloud with the capabilities, experience, and know-how to make them happen.
I can't believe he signed. Let's go! He's here for the long run, baby! Or he gets traded in the draft, like Friedman said.
I gotta decide.
But it's 5 o'clock.
I gotta sign it, or I gotta walk. And I gotta sit the year. And William Nylander looked around and said, there's no more time for haggling, no more time for negotiating. It's decision time.
No more time for haggling, no more time for
I want to play.
Sitting out. We're re-signing Willie Nylander.
Because it could be the other side going, well, we want him so bad, we better pay for him.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see what direction. The numbers are going to tell, I think, what direction this decision was made in, whether it was a player.
Yeah, we're going to try to find out how it happened.
You know. It'll be.
We'll try to have like a couple drinks on the way. Let me know what you guys think in the chat.
At the 5 o'clock hour now, you're expecting to hear Jim Taddy and Greg Gilbert, who are in studio with me. I'm Scott MacArthur. The pregame show is effectively starting now. 2 hours of Leafs and Wild coverage. Bob McKenzie, TSN Hockey Insider, is now tweeting out that it's 6 years at $6.9 million per.
Okay.
For William Nylander. So
that's where we were on Monday.
My math is awful. That's 6 and like 41 something total. This is me trying to do grade 6 math.
41.4.
Is that what it is?
You gonna
Okay.
trust
I think
that?
so.
Yeah.
Tuku, by the way, no one's
41.4.
stupid.
So it's a
Nylander is better than
$6.9
Cap.
million
Just because he hasn't played
AAV
doesn't mean you guys
for
shouldn't
William
forget how good of a
Nylander.
player this
I've
is.
told you the dollar figure. What's your reaction now?
I still think it's a bit high for him, to be quite honest with you.
Thanks,
hey,
Vince Carter. Vince
that's
Carter,
a good
subscribe,
3
guys.
years from now,
600
presuming
viewers. Thank you
he's
so
still a
much.
Leaf and hasn't been
Subscribe to the
traded
channel,
between
guys.
now and then.
Cheers.
Do you think it comes in as a bargain, or is your particular concern, Gibby, the fact? Well, man, you're looking at me. If
bargain. Yeah,
I feel like a fourth. I feel
No,
like
no, I
a fourth
understand what you're
line.
saying.
I feel like a fourth line plug on one of Gibby's teams now, and he's just staring at me. He's like,
No,
"I'm
he's-
giving you 2.5 minutes."
He's throwing the puck in the corner. Go get it, kid.
Go get it.
Go get it. Oh, sorry about the forecheck. Oh, yeah, sorry.
Just burning a hole through me. But are you speaking specifically in relation to the Leafs situation, where they still have to address Matthews, they still have to address Marner?
Exactly.
Tavares is in at $11 million. It becomes complicated as a result. The Gardner situation is unresolved, et cetera, et cetera.
And the Kapanen situation, who's proving he's now a top 6 forward also. So now you got some interesting number crunching coming up over this next summer.
But what you are in a position, because now you have everybody, is you can let this team play and figure out where it ends up, and when it's eliminated at whatever point that is, or if it wins the cup, then you can make all those hockey decisions, because now you will know. It's all there,
Right.
and you let it play, right?
Absolutely.
James, he signed
And
6
if
times
Nylander plays as he
6.9.
did in Boston last spring, then you have another decision.
Guys,
to
honestly,
make. But you can
no
do
one
that
can
then.
complain about
Now
this.
it's-
It is way
everybody's
better
there.
than him sitting out.
Yeah,
it's not
very
even
much.
close.
It's on the plate.
Well, I mean, we're going to get the opportunity, and I think, we can debate term and dollar, et cetera, et cetera. William Nylander, per Bob McKenzie and Darren Dreger, has signed 6 years, $6.9 million. So, we can get into the cap math, too. It's going to be a higher cap hit this year.
Yeah.
It will be less than 6.9. I don't know off the top of my head. It'd be in the 6.4, 6.5 range. I would assume years 2 through 6. This is because of the prorated nature of
Subscribe to the channel,
fact that
guys.
he's 2 months late to the
If
party.
you want to see crazier reactions
this
from me,
season.
go check out the
But
channel. You'll see them.
Hockey
But
specific, boys.
I am very happy, of
We
course.
now get
I
the
was trying to be as calm as
to see
possible
this
for majority of the
18
part, but
team.
of course
No,
I am
he's not
really
playing
excited
tonight,
about
but this
him
18 and
staying.
18
I think
that
either
is
way,
third in the
having
league
him
in
under
goals
term,
against,
whether we want to
tops
trade
in
him
the league in save
afterwards
percentage.
or not,
at full power. Austin is healthy again. William Nylander will be in the fold and playing, presumably within the next week, 2 weeks, whatever the case may be. We get to see this group at its strongest.
And that's going to be very interesting to see, because there is going to be some adjustments. First and foremost, I think, Scotty, we talked about it yesterday. It's going to be an adjustment in the top 6. So who's going to be slipping down, to the third and fourth lines? And secondly, there's going to be a dynamic on the power play. And even though Willie Nylander is a top-end skill guy, somebody is going to be shifting out of that situation. So who's it going to be? Is it going to be Kadri? Is it going to be Tavares? Is it going to be Marner, Matthews, or Morgan Riley? So which one of them is going to be gone?
guys. By the way, I was just trying to yell just to say my point over the radio. So hopefully you guys don't hate. I'm just trying to get my piece out there real quick.
It's going to be interesting to see how that dynamic plays out just for that little part. So there's going to be some adjustments. He's got to get his legs and his game speed back, and it's going to take a little bit of time, but it will be interesting to see how this plays out.
Yeah, it's going to be fun.
Pierre LeBrun, TSN Hockey Insider, tweeting that 25 mil is bonus. So I don't know how that's staggered, but
I think the way it was explained by the insiders earlier in the week was the first year is really high, right?
right.
They plow a lot of that in.
He's got to recapture some of the lost salary.
Like it's like a $9 million or something hit the first year.
Yes, I'm seeing
It's close to
different
that.
numbers here right now.
It's not. I don't think it's that number, but
Pagnota
it
the
is
fourth
higher
period
this
is
year.
suggesting that the cap hit this year is north of 10 prorated, and then it's like in the 6.5 or so range over years 2 through 6. William Nylander has signed. If you're just joining us here on TSN 1050, we're into the Maple Leafs pregame show. Leafs and Wild tonight with Joe Bowen and Jim Ralph just after 7. Jim Taddy, Greg Gilbert here with you over the next couple of hours. I'm Scott MacArthur for a few more minutes. 6 years, $6.9 million per year, a contract extension for William Nylander. He loves hockey. He wants to play hockey. So we've heard a lot from Mike Babcock
Talked him back
over the last couple of weeks. And Babcock said, well, Willie will be back. We'll just get him into the lineup. I would highly anticipate that is not the case tonight. just guessing, knowing that we don't know right now, how soon do you think he plays?
Oh, at least a week, maybe more.
I'm thinking probably a week.
Yeah.
Going by Mike Babcock's comments earlier in the week, it was he's going to get here and he's going to play and go from there. So whether he's in as soon as he gets back and work him into the speed of the game without practicing with the team is going to be interesting to see. But yeah, a week. I would say a week, maybe just a touch over that to get his legs, get his timing, and if they've made any adjustments to how they play, he's going to have to work his way into that also. So yeah.
What he's saying, he starts in the fourth line.
Oh, and he's going to pout again like he did the last time?
Okay, so we've got it.
So, guys, just to confirm what they were saying there, I think they're going to go to commercial there, advertising. Nylander won't play tonight. That's my opinion as well. I don't think he's going to be signing a deal and then be playing within 2 hours. I think he's going to sit out tonight, but he'll come back right away. I think he'll get in practice as soon as tomorrow, and then possibly we'll see. It depends if the Leafs decide to travel tonight or tomorrow. So that definitely depends on things. But definitely, guys, if you guys are here, 400 of you, do the math. If half of you could subscribe, we could definitely get to 2,100. That'd be unreal, getting 100 in one live stream. I think that'd be pretty cool. So we're gonna wait and see if there's a couple more updates just on the whole situation, how it went down. If you guys want to ask me any questions, this is also an opportunity for a Q&A. We just got to 2,000 subscribers yesterday, so this is also an opportunity to give you a Q&A opportunity for me, just for any opportunity for just to talk in the live chat. So if you guys want to do that, then get in the live chat, stick around. We're going to listen to more updates on the radio as well as on Twitter. I'll pull out some more tweets if we can. But I definitely hope you guys subscribe to the channel and stick around, guys. I think this channel has a lot of potential to grow. So we've seen a lot with this channel, and I'm excited for all of you guys to be here. So let's see. Let's read the comments. Because what happens, guys, is the people that are kind of just, I don't know if you want to call them impatient or whatever, they'll start leaving, and then it'll give you guys more opportunities for you guys that are here right now. If you guys subscribe, then you can lay in the comments. There'll be less comments for me to read, and I can pay attention to all your comments if you guys comment right now. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. Mel O'Brien says, what happens if he scores 16 goals this season? It's possible. More than possible, guys. There's more than half the season left. So I think Nylander, especially because he's fresh, I mean, he hasn't played yet. I could definitely see him scoring at least 10 to 15. The Nylander extension happened exactly 4:55. I mean, I don't think we know exactly when he's put pen on paper, but okay, yeah, never mind. Chris Johnson just put it. The Nylander extension was filed at 4:55 p.m. Wow, that is last minute. Jack Ryan, you're right. Thank you for that update. Man, you talk about last minute. 5 minutes till the deadline, and you sign a contract. Wow. Yes, Jim. Willie signed. Thanks for joining. Robbie's here. Says, wow, it's going to be fun to watch the Maple Leafs play now. For sure. Manveer says, Tavares says, Marner. Matthews says, Nylander. Unbelievable. Guys, it's what they planned from the start. Now they have it. New York Devil, welcome to the channel. If you guys want to, New York Devil, for any of you guys here, if you guys want to see a Devil live stream, put in the chat. Join the Discord. The Discord link is in the description, I believe. If it's not, I don't think it actually is. So maybe Turkey Ground Armada will post it. Give me a sec. Or if you guys go to our last video, I know the Discord link is in our last video. Stringer Bells, it says new to the channel. How's it going, Stringer Bells? Shout out to you. Hopefully you subscribe. You know what? We do a lot here on this channel. Live streams, trade rumor videos. This, of course, reactions, breaking down some stuff that go down in the league, stuff like that. So if you guys want to subscribe, stick around. I do appreciate that. Jack Ryan says, I just posted the Discord. Where'd you post it? Will he get 60 points a season? No, probably not. I'd say, how many games have the Leafs played? Under 30, I know that. He'll play 50 to 55 games, so I could see him getting like a point per game, close to a point per game. I'd say I could see him getting 50 points. Andrew says overpaid by $900,000, but okay, it's done. I mean, I wouldn't say overpaid too much. I definitely think, like I said, guys, I think my whole time I was saying the contract was going to be signed in between 6.5 and 6.95. I think that was pretty obvious. We kind of talked about how maybe the middle ground would end up being 7. Of course, I think the Leafs might have, especially maybe in Nylander and his camp situation, I think maybe the Leafs got the better deal in their minds. But 6.9 is a pretty good deal for both sides at this point. I think Toronto maybe doesn't even commit to him long term in terms of actually keeping him on the team. I think this is a long-term deal, but I think at the end of the day, I think Nylander is going to be here for the rest of the year. Luigi says it ain't coming out of my pocket. Some more power to him. Let's see. I'm trying to read all the comments, guys, so I do appreciate you being here. James Jake is here. Shout out to you. Hopefully you stick around on the channels as it's going to be crazy watching the Leafs go, Leafs go. Thank you for commenting. Denise Gauthier says, will he get 60 points this season? I already read that comment. Sorry, my bad. Ooh, Dr. Drew with the roast says that he's still a bum. I don't know if he's still a bum, but I know people are not happy with him still. After the season, his AAV is 6.5, I guess. So I'm going to have to do some research on that, guys. But I do know that it does come down because of the situation of him not signing under a full year. So I'm going to have to do some research on it, but I know it does come down. Yeah, I think what they were saying was 6.5 approximately. So if that's the case, better situation for the Leafs, more chance that he ends up staying with the team. So obviously we'll see, but I think that's going to be the case. Kai Lindstrom says, Leafs cap screwed, next Marner, Matthews, and Kapanen. Guys, I mean, Kapanen might have an issue with, but at the end of the day, Kapanen really only has had one good year, and it's this year. We don't know if he'll be consistent for the rest of the year. I think it'd be crazy if he got over 4. I think that'd be insane. Just because it's only one good year. He's also played with pretty good players. He's played with Matthews for a decent amount of time. Obviously, Matthews was out, and he was still playing with Kadri and Marleau, so we'll see what happens. Guys, all of you guys here, let's try to get to 2,100 subscribers today. We're not going to keep streaming for too much longer, but we're definitely looking to look for more updates, just see how it kind of materialized towards the end there, because he did, the signing did get reported 2 minutes to 6, but I believe it was filed at 6:55 is what Chris Johnson said. Ryan Landry, I'm not sure if that's confirmed. If you want to see what, if you want to tell me what source you got that from, let me know. Ooh, Frank Saravelli's talking right now.
Bargaining agreement. His salary cap hit for this season will be $10.2 million. The Leafs can afford that because they had plenty of cap space, almost $13 million for this year. It was the years following this one when, of course, those
Matthews, Marner
contracts kick in, that would be an issue. So looking for the Leafs, it goes back down to $6.9 million in salary cap hit for years 2 through 6 in the deal, and Nylander is made whole. Was it worth it for him? Of course, considering where, as I said earlier, the Leafs started.
What did Ryan Landry say? Oh, Ryan Landry. It's definitely not 6.9. He hasn't said it yet, but it's definitely not 6.9. The cap comes down from 6.9, if anything.
Okay, yeah, of course, and looking to jump right back in with the Leafs. Now, the Leafs, they're third.
We'll find out what that exact number is in a bit.
Now, they're already so strong up front. Adding Nylander back into the structure, where does it put them overall in the league as to how much power they really have?
Well, the debate for me last year was with the Winnipeg Jets. I thought that team had the best top 9 in hockey. I think that title certainly belongs to the Toronto Maple Leafs at this point. You look at this team from top to bottom.
No, Dan, I just realized what Ryan said, and I was like, that doesn't make sense. So, sorry, Ryan, but that's not right.
Having William Nylander, everyone was fretting about the
It's not 6.9.
how many games that he's missed. It wasn't about getting William Nylander
Oh my God.
signed for October.
Why do people comment that? Guys, it's not 7.5. It's 6.9 AAV over the whole time.
For April, May, and June for this team, as
This counts as a year. Why are people forgetting that? He's playing this year. It's 10.2, then it comes down from that number. I'm not going to say 6.5 because I don't know if the confirmation is 6.5, but it definitely comes down from 6.9. That's confirmed.
They can plug back in on the line with Austin Matthews or wherever Mike Babcock wants to put him. There's so many options at this point, and if you can go 4 lines deep, which so clearly the Toronto Maple Leafs can at this point, that it's going to be a really tough out in the Stanley Cup playoffs.
Well, it's certainly already been an exciting season for fans. Sounds like it's just going to get even better. Thanks so much for your time, Frank. And we're going to have much more on William Nylander signing with the Toronto Maple Leafs.
I'm reading what Kyprios is saying, but it doesn't match up with what everyone else is saying, so we'll see. Guys, I'm not going to be happy if it's 7.5. That's pretty dumb. We'll see what happens, but we'll see. I'm not going to be too happy if it took this amount of time and he's still getting 7.5. I don't understand. Why would Kyprios is taking a lead there? Like, we'll see if that's accurate. That's not what Frank Saravelli just said. Because, guys, right now, yeah, exactly. TSN is saying 41.5. So Kyprios' math would come up to 45 million. So I don't know. That doesn't really make sense to me. I'm going to take a picture of that. All right, guys. 40 more subscribers. Let's get to 2,100. All right, I'm going to read through the comments. And then we'll do a cheers. We'll drink one for William Nylander. And then... Needless insanity. Okay, I understand what you're saying. Check Kyprios' tweets, but I'm not. Why would I go with Kyprios if 3 of the most trusted analysts / insiders are saying that it's 6.9? Chim says drink for Willie. I'd rather boot him in the arse. Guys, come on. I know Leaf fans will be happy once he starts racking up some points. Bradley Cooper's just ripping into Kyprios. All right, I'll be back. Let me put the TSN 1050 on for you guys because I know a lot of you guys were enjoying listening to that. Okay, I'm going to do the math on that. Because I know that math makes sense, but I'm going to try to see here. All right, so 6.9 times... Okay, so 6.9 times 5. Oh, let's put that on. Actually, I just want to say this right now quickly. Plus the 10.2 for this year would equal to 44.7, which would be about the 45 that Kyprios is saying. So Nylander drafted 8th overall, guys, June 27, 2014. NHL debut. First game was Tampa Bay, February 29, 2016. First goal was March 5th, 2016 versus Ottawa. Of course, that was the pretty nice goal off the face-off against Craig Anderson. Hammond. I remember that perfectly.
2017 in a 6-5 win against Boston.
First hat trick was against Boston, 2017. And then, of course, today, the timeline has gotten to today.
Reach a deal with the Maple Leafs before the season. He so far has missed 26 games for Toronto.
Hockey MC season here. Shout out to Hockey MC. Hopefully you guys all subscribe to the channel. Let's get to 2,100. All right. Can I get some capital like yeses in the chat if you guys think that you want me to put the Nylander jersey on? I'll put the Nylander jersey if you want me to.
Every Monday on TSN, our little panel. So now Leafs fans want to know, are the Leafs #1 team in the league?
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what, they're right up there. I mean, they've been one of the top teams in the league without William Nylander in the lineup. William Nylander coming back into the lineup? Absolutely. And we talk about who he's going to play with. I'm very clear what I'd be doing. And how about the power play? How about the options that Mike Babcock...
No, burn it. Eddie's wanted me to burn the Nylander jersey for a while now.
Plays going to look like? What are you going to do with the different
spit on it? Dan says, "Wow."
Different skill sets and and how are you going to use them and utilize them? That's scary as well for opponents.
Number 39. This kind of proves I'm not a bandwagon, guys. Number 39. If no one remembers, can someone tell me why it's number 39 in the chat?
That's a good thing, Sarah.
Very good thing, but he has missed 2 months.
Someone should definitely, guys. You guys should be knowledgeable enough in the chat. At least a few of you. Why this is number 39.
Nylander to David Pastrnak, who signed a deal last year, and they're both coming out of, well, Nylander's coming out of the 2014 draft class.
No one in the chat can say the background against the number 39 or for the number 39. Thank you, Hockey MC. How difficult was that? Yeah, number 39 was his rookie jersey, guys. This is what I'm saying. I got this jersey in his rookie year. I go with players from the start. I've been on the Morgan Riley wagon from the start. Everyone jumps on the bandwagon with Riley this year, and they wonder why I get frustrated. Because, man, people, it's just life, man. People are so impatient. Like, we've seen, even GMs and executives today are so impatient. Like, look the biggest one is Edmonton with Taylor Hall. That was just extreme impatience with the system and just trying to grow the team, trading Hall for Larson. That's what I've been saying for so long. If you can trade Nylander for an equivalent value or close to it, so if you're getting a top 2 defenseman or top 3 defenseman at least that has value plus other pieces, so if it's a number 3, you're getting extra pieces. If it's number 2, like a Parayko, then it would be straight up, something like that. If you're getting that, that's fine. But people are just so impatient. That's why I'm saying Edmonton, do not trade Puljujarvi unless you're getting value back. Arizona, why would you trade Dylan Strome? It's like the same thing over and over again that I always say. So, yeah, and I think for this situation with the Nylander, a lot of people have forgotten how good he actually is. And I know the hate from some of you guys in the chat is stemming just from like the selfishness, but a lot of people are going to the extreme and saying that he just sucks and he doesn't deserve the money. It's not that. I do disagree. I do agree that, you know what, his camp was being a little bit. I don't want to be using the word selfish because I don't think it is that, but too much business, not enough hockey. I think that's a better saying for it. So I think, you know what, Nylander's had 2 great years. He's played in the league for 2.5 years. Came in April or towards the end of the month of March in 2016, was it? I don't know. Anyways, after that, he's played 2 solid years. Matched points for both years, and this year I would expect the amount of games left. I would expect at least 50 points from him in terms of the money he's getting paid. So if he gets 50 points, you know the Leafs are getting what they expect. But yeah, I guess what I will say is it's still not off the table that Nylander gets traded, guys. So I mean, I would definitely expect him to stay for the rest of the year. But like Elliot Friedman said, who knows? He still signs. Maybe he gets traded at the draft or in the offseason. You know what? Some of you guys, I know you guys are haters. You're being negative. I still love you all for being in here. So hopefully you subscribe to the channel, guys. I see a lot of people dropped a like. So if you guys are new in here, drop a like. It's off the table. You're getting 2,100 subscribers. Well, Tucker, that's harsh, man. All right. You know what? If you guys want to subscribe, definitely hit that button. We'll see that number go out. I'll put my Nylander jersey on for the support.
Ralph, Jim Taddy, Greg Gilbert are here to take you through the remainder of the pregame show. They've got the intermissions and postgame coverage for you as well. TSN 1050, Maple Leafs reporter Kristen Shilton will join the Tatman and Gibby in a moment. Thank you for listening to me. I will talk to you on Monday at 1. This is TSN 1050.
I am a professional broadcaster.
All right,
so
let's
you
put the
had the
Nylander jersey
microphone
on,
on.
guys.
No, I didn't have it on. It was sitting on the thing beside me, and I forgot to put it on.
Overdrive with Hayes Noodles and the O-Dog every weekday, 4 to 7 p.m. on TSN 1050. This is a JP Weiser's toast.
Hey, Alex. You're the most amazing friend anyone could ask for. I'm glad I get to have you in my life. Love you to bits.
Toast your friend at holdithigh.ca. JP Weiser's. Please enjoy responsibly.
$1 McCafe Premium Roast Coffee in any size, including extra large, is back. Celebrate the holidays together with the rich, smooth, and delicious taste of McCafe. Now until December 16th. Plus taxes. See
Screw these ads. Get out of here.
restaurant.ca for details. With mobile ordering for McCafe, you can...
Yes, Joe Canadian says Nylander rocks those passes. Thank you, Joe Canadian. All of you guys, subscribe to the channel. We're gonna keep you keeping the loop. If you guys want to do a Q&A right now, up to you. But in the chat, if you guys want to keep streaming, and wait for my buddies because they're gonna be here soon. We can do a Q&A while we play some beer pong or something. Up to you guys. If you guys don't, I don't really care. Of course, I do want this channel to grow, and I want it to be pretty chill in here. So, yeah, if you guys want to stick around, I'm down. If you guys have nothing better else to do, we can keep talking hockey, keep talking Nylander. Wait to see the story behind what happened today. But it's up to you guys. James Dake, thank you so much. I appreciate the support. Umair says, located in Mississauga, Brampton, Etobicoke, and Milton. You are a Leafs fan. All right, so you're advertising, so I'll just put you in timeout. That's cool. Side Saddle's contract. Who's that? Phil Kesselhader's here. How's it going? Says Bob. Subscribe, bro. All right, let's get a drink. I know people said no drinks for Willie, but we're getting a drink for Willie. And I already poured it. In the Leafs cup. In the Leafs cup for Willie. Marlowe's being paid 6.25. Kadri's being paid 4.5. Yeah, Leicester, what about it? I mean, Marlowe, yeah, we've already talked about the Marlowe contract. Chad Parker's here. Shout out to Chad Parker. Says, the Stanley Cup looks that much more doable for the Leafs. Great show. Cheers. Cheers, Chad Parker. Hopefully you subscribed, and I'll see more of you around the channel, man. So right now I'm drinking Sapporo. Maybe I get the Ronas out or something after, but my buddy left it here, so it's pretty good. Nux says, what's in the cup? It's beer. Cheers, guys. Cheers for Willie. Subscribe to the channel. Shoddy at 2,100 subscribers, if we can get there right now, with the amount of people in the stream. What do you mean we know it's water? Man. Okay, give me a sec. Since people want to cheese me, I'm gonna... Is this water? John, please look at Nylander's Twitter. No way! Going home. We gotta put that tweet up. Yes, sir. Yes, I'm coming home, baby. Let's see here. Guys, again, subscribe to the channel. Drop a like. Oh, let's Saravelli's talking. Let's hear what he's...
From the players that we have. And they were able to make that promise. Whether they're able to keep it is another thing. But having William Nylander at a prescribed number in their budget would go a long way towards accomplishing that. And then from the Nylander side, and you look at the way that things unfolded for him, it was so important for him because he wanted to be in a neighborhood when this was all said and done and Marner and Matthews are signed next summer, that it is a neighborhood that's close to them or at least relatable. At close to $7 million, perhaps he feels like he's accomplished a little bit of that. And not only that, this was so important from the Nylander camp because so many agents and other pending restricted free agents were all watching this so closely, rooting for him, saying, look, the way that you're going about this and going to the last hour and pushing for every dollar that you can, given that there was so little leverage, William Nylander used every piece of leverage possible in order to claw to this close to $7 million figure. So they were all rooting for him in the meantime.
So, Frank, in saying all of this, then, is this a blueprint for other RFAs going forward?
Well, as a reporter, I sure hope not, because the drama that was involved...
What do you mean, who drinks beer in a coffee cup? I said I was doing it for the Leafs representation. I don't have a Leafs beer glass or anything, so I said, you know what, why not? Chill out.
To continue to hold out for every last dollar that he could, waiting for that final offer. But you look at it, and I think this does send a clear message to teams who believe that they can push around players that are restricted free agents coming out of entry level. It sends a message to try and get this done in the summer so that you don't...
Chokinades is too early to start for me. Hey, I'm starting early. We're going out early.
Making a bigger impact in the National Hockey League than ever before at such a young age. It's so important to continue to take care of these guys because they're the lifeblood of your team. You don't want to end up in a situation where things turn sour. There's not a lot of leverage there, and it's clear that players are going to...
Can you guys hear in the background Frank Saravelli? Let me know in the chat.
It's not just Matthews and Marner. It's Mikko Rantanen. It's Patrick Laine. It's Matthew Tkachuk. It's Kyle Connor. These are premier
Dutchie's pissed that Smith got waived. Subscribe to the channel, man. We want more Sens fans on here. We definitely want more Sens fans. We want more fans here, not just Leaf fans. Whoa.
With Craig Button. And Craig, looking at this deal, now, of course, we want to look ahead because we know what's happened, right? William Nylander is signed. We know the numbers. What happens for other guys now, like Patrick Laine, Mikko Rantanen?
10.
Yeah?
8-digit numbers.
Okay.
That's what I think. Mikko Rantanen has 43 points. He leads the National Hockey League in scoring. That's coming off...
Jeez, this guy thinks Rantanen's going to get $10 million per year.
So you look at Jack Eichel at 10. Easy number to come up with 10.
So is Landeskog getting 10 too, man? Man, I disagree with that completely.
Start to consider him. Where does Kyle Connor go? He had 31 goals last year. He is now produced...
Oh my God. Craig Button, what are you saying, man? Why are you comparing Kyle Connor to... Oh my... These guys are not getting 10... Oh, man. Thank you so much, Dutchie. Appreciate it. Yeah, look at that. 32 subscribers away from 2,100. If we get there today, I'll chug one back for the boys and ladies in here.
But if you want Mikko Rantanen at a long-term deal, if you want Mikko Rantanen at 8 years, it starts with 10.
Oh my... Starts at 10.
Yeah, we can't forget about those bridge deals either. All right, Craig, you're sticking around because we have still more to talk about when it comes
How does it start at 10? There's no way. How's it going, Owen? Chael, how's it going? Shout out to Chael, subscribe. It says, will Nylander play tonight? He will not. Unfortunately, guys, he just signed a contract. He's going back to Toronto, if anything. They're just showing a Nylander highlight pack right now.
And we're all set. Okay. Hey, before you go.
I don't know. He might play against Buffalo on Tuesday. But if not, I would say guaranteed he's playing by Thursday against the Red Wings at home. But honestly, I think Toronto's really close to Buffalo. I think he's most likely playing Tuesday against Buffalo. I think he'll go home, get a practice in with the team either tomorrow or Monday. And then I think he's probably going to play Tuesday against the Sabres. So that will be a big divisional game, obviously. How's it going, Sporty Good? Sporty Good, you missed it, man. There were 600 people in here earlier, leading up to the deadline. Man, I feel like I wasn't reacting enough to the people. I feel like I should have been freaking out that there were so many people in here, but I do appreciate all of you guys being in here. I do appreciate that a lot. Nylander did sign with the Leafs. 6 years, 6.9. Yeah, Matt, that's what we're waiting for. We're waiting to see how it happened. If I'm guessing Nylander's in Sweden still, so we're waiting to see what happened. We're waiting to see if he was there and he signed. Nux302 subscribe. Shout out to Nux302, guys. Thank you so much. I do appreciate the support. If you do subscribe, give yourself a shout out in the chat always. Ooh, Nux202 with a hot take says Kyle Connor over Nylander. I don't know. If we're talking about goal scoring, sure. But, guys, this is kind of what frustrates me. And I'm not going to, like... I feel like ranting. I don't really want to get mad. But, okay. So, let's think about what we say here before we just say things. Because this is why Craig Button, when he says things like this, it's kind of like... Okay. Who is Kyle Connor... Who has Kyle Connor played with? Who has Rantanen played with? Who has Landeskog played with? Guys, we need to look at the situations. Kyle Connor, for the most of his career so far, especially the last 2 years, has played with Blake Wheeler and Mark Scheifele. Mikko Rantanen has played with one of the hottest players in the NHL in the last year and a half, Nathan MacKinnon. Same with Landeskog. Landeskog would not be putting up these points if he wasn't with MacKinnon and Rantanen. It's same with Hyman. Hyman, sure, an NHL player. But would he be getting points if he wasn't with Matthews and Nylander last year? No. Same with Hyman right now. He's with Tavares and Marner. It's the same thing, guys. And I'm not saying, and I go back to a guy like Kasperi Kapanen. I love Kapanen. He's an unreal player. But look how much he was producing when he was with Matthews. And playing with Kadri and Marleau is still a really good line. I'm not taking anything away from Kapanen, but I'm just saying, before we start talking about Kyle Connor getting 8 and 9 million and Mikko Rantanen getting 10 million, I think we really need to sit back for a second and chill out. Like, I was going to say something a lot more aggressive, but I definitely think we need to chill out a bit. Would Nylander get 7 million if he didn't play with Matthews? Same logic. Guys, I honestly think this is my unbiased opinion. I think Nylander gets over 6 million regardless. Guys, he still put up points when he played with Kadri. He still put up points in a lot of situations. I'm just saying, okay, great, he played with Matthews, but guys, they wouldn't put Nylander on a line with no one skilled. I'm just saying, Kyle Connor plays with 2 top-tier players in Mark Scheifele and Blake Wheeler, and people are saying Kyle Connor is better than Nylander or that he deserves 8 or 9 million. I'm just saying, guys, 7 million and Nylander. I mean, yes, Pastrnak has put up better numbers, but Nylander's not that far behind, and Pasternak's on a steal of a deal. I think at the end of the day, like I said, I think 6.75 was the number I started with. He signed for 6.9. You know what? It's not the end of the world. And yeah, again, Nylander's not even in his prime yet. He's only 22 years old. I think a lot of people forget about that as well. Wow, Joseph King with a hot take. Says he got burned. Bad deal for William Nylander. Guys, I don't know how this could be a bad deal. If William Nylander wanted to potentially make more than this amount, you've got to do what other players do. You've got to forfeit 2 or 3 years of signing a bridge deal. And then, once you prove yourself for a couple more years, okay, so this is what I think would have happened. If Nylander signed a bridge deal of 2 or 3 years, put up 70 points each of those 3 years, then Nylander would get easy 8 to 9 million. Maybe plus. It depends. It all depends where the cap's going. But I'm just saying right now, based on only playing 2 good years of 63 points, this is the fair amount. This is where the market's going. Yeah, so he didn't get screwed. If he wanted to make potentially more, then he would have had to sign the bridge deal. Let's go, Hawks. Shout out to you. Welcome to the channel. Subscribe if you're new. Says Marner's going to have a huge payday. 100%. Marner might get up to 9. Guys, Marner to me is for sure a better player than Kyle Connor. It's not even close in my opinion. Rantanen, you could argue, is a little closer. I still think Marner's a little bit better, just because I think Marner has more versatility. Rantanen has a better shot, so it is really close. But even for me, I wouldn't say Marner gets 10. I think 10 is kind of crazy for me. Patty Kane got 10, and even we talk about that's kind of a little too much at the time. Now it's like, yeah, okay, the cap's going there anyway, so it's fine. Obviously, we're not going to talk about Taves. That's a different issue, but yes, guys, thank you so much. 17 subscribers away from 2,100. I feel like if we get there, I'll get super hyped for you guys, get another drink, and then we'll call it a stream maybe. But if you guys want to do any more Q&A, especially for the subscribers that have been here for a while, about the 2,000 subscriber mark. Ronnie Coleman also says bad deal for Nylander. Nuck says no way this is sustainable. Talk about cap. So, I mean, what do you want me to talk about in terms of cap? I'm definitely someone that actually does know a lot about cap. I've kind of prided myself in that. So who is FA for Toronto this year? So Matthews, Marner, Kapanen. Janssen's on 2, right? Well, UFA, Gardner, Hainsey. I think Ajaganas RFA, right? Because he signed 2 years, but he signed it. Actually, I forget how that worked out. Or was it 1 year? We can just go on cap friendly, I guess. Give me a sec. Mark Masters is talking. Let's hear what he has to say.
I believe and gets to play this season. The Leafs get one of their core.
Yeah, and this is UFA. I know Ennis just signed the 1 year.
In the end, I think it's a fair contract, a good contract, and both sides can move forward here and build on this strong relationship.
Okay, so smiles all around. Now that Nylander will be coming back, where do you see him fitting in to the lineup?
Well,
give me a sec, guys. I'm getting a call.
The top line. He's their top line right winger, and Patrick Marleau right now is on the left side of that line, and that gives the Leafs and Mike Babcock a lot more depth. It's going to push potentially Kasperi Kapanen down to the third line with Nazem Kadri and Andreas Janssen. Perhaps that's a really solid top 9. Obviously, we know Zach Hyman, John Tavares, and Mitch Marner have been lights out, and Nylander, of course, will become the centerpiece of the second power play unit, a unit that hasn't really been producing nearly as well as, of course, the top unit has really lacked that punch. He's got an incredible shot. He brings a lot to this table. I mean, Patrick Marleau this morning, absolutely gushing about him, believes that he's got a high skill, a great shot, and he sees the ice even better than as good as a shot as he sees the ice even better. That's a better skill for him. So he just makes this team much better and much deeper.
Mark, how important is this deal being done for the players? Number one, that it's cleared up, they all know that it's done, and they can just carry on, knowing that he's in the lineup without the questions. And how excited are they?
Over 600.
Well, I mean, every guy's different, but you had a guy like Kasperi Kapanen, who's perhaps Nylander's best friend on the team, admitting earlier this week that he's been having dreams about Nylander signing only to wake up and be disappointed. So obviously for a guy like him, who's extraordinarily close with Nylander, this is a great thing. And for a lot of them, this is their friend, their buddy. They've been trying to keep their distance, and now they get to see him again. And I expect he'll walk in. He's a pretty likable guy, and I think he'll walk in, and I think it'll be a pretty seamless transition. Babcock was saying yesterday, we're betting on the fact that he knows our group, that he knows the system, that he knows the team, and he'll be able to come back and play relatively soon here. I'm not sure if it will be as soon as perhaps Tuesday night in Buffalo. They at least have a practice on Monday. They'll have to get a look at him when he gets back, decide what's fair for him. But, I think it'll be a fairly seamless transition for him coming back.
All right, and of course, plenty of talk about Nylander here, but we got to remember a negotiation takes both sides. So for GM Kyle Dubas, what did we learn about him in all of this?
Well, the first real taste of, I guess, adversity for the first-year general manager. His tenure started on such a high, bringing in John Tavares, who's really lived up to the billing, and then some. So far here, I think that he's stared this down and come away feeling good. Obviously, it would have been a really big blow if William Nylander did not play this season, and they've avoided that. They've got him back in here. The team was 18-8-0 without him, and it looks like a really, really good team with a great chance, perhaps to contend for the Stanley Cup this year. So I think Dubas has passed another test here with flying colors and has got another core piece locked up, not just on a bridge deal, but for 6 years.
Well, of course, we can look ahead now. So, how do you think this deal is going to affect other players like Matthews and Marner next season?
We have to look ahead, do we?
We'll see. All right,
yes,
I'm
Mitch Marner, Austin Matthews, of course.
No worries. Okay, just come up when you get here. Goodbye.
Another guy who is pending potentially RFA at the end of this season. So, we know Marner wants to wait, and his group wants to wait until after the season and see where things stand. And you can't really blame him based off on the year he's having right now. Matthews.
All right, guys. Sorry, I was getting a call from Lee Dino, who's getting here in like 20 minutes.
You wonder now if there'll be a real push to try and get that done. Avoid having it drag out this long. The Leafs, of course.
All right, so we did get some updates, so I'll read it to you guys. William Nylander will be on a plane from Stockholm to Toronto that leaves in just over 10 hours. With that, Nylander watch is over. I'd imagine the $8.3 million signing bonus due to Nylander on July 1st, 2019, year 2 of his deal, will surely factor into trade talks should the Leafs revisit the topic in offseason or sooner. Wow. So, yeah, guys, it is confirmed. Not confirmed, but it is going to be continuously speculated that Nylander could be traded afterwards. Let's look at the live chat. Sorry, I've been gone for a bit. Again, if you guys are here, thank you so much for subscribing. Let's get 25 more subscribers and end the stream at 2100. And yeah, it's been a really successful stream so far. Joe Canadian says Matthews and Nylander is a guarantee. Let's Go Hawks says Willie will be right in his prime at the end of this deal. Not a bad break for him considering he's 22. And in my opinion, not as good as Marner. By no means is he a bad player, but my max for him was 7 times 6. So yeah, you're saying $7 million per year. I agree. I think 7 was max. I think 7 was. I was predicting the middle ground potentially. But yeah, I definitely agree. David Jessup's here says, "Hey, my brother, how are you? William Nylander back, who he's pairing with? Yeah, Matthews probably. I would definitely think, guys, I would be really excited about a Matthews, Marner, or not a Matthews, Nylander, Kapanen line, and then a second line of Hyman, Tavares, Marner, and then a third line of potentially Marleau, Kadri, and then Janssen or Marleau, Kadri, and like Connor Brown. That'd be pretty cool. And then a third line of then whoever's left over. So like Ennis, Parlinholm, and then either Janssen, Levo, or Gauthier. So, sorry, Nux. Again, sorry, guys, that I was gone. Lee Dino was calling me. He appears sometimes on the channel. He's going to be here again, like I said, in 20 minutes, hopefully. Hockey MC subscribe. Thank you so much. I do appreciate that. Man, where are all the mods? Who's been here for a while that I could... Jack Ryan, but think about what you're saying, man. Statistically, Marner's only a little under what Rantanen is, and Rantanen and McKinnon have been the best duo right now. I'm just saying. I'm saying in terms of the player itself and the potential, in my opinion, I think Marner is the better player than Rantanen. Yes, I think Rantanen has better qualities in terms of shot. I think, obviously, he's a little bit bigger. Speed, they're pretty close. I think Marner has the edge. IQ and passing ability, it's Marner without a doubt. That's what I'm saying. In this league today, I think that's why Marner has the step on Rantanen, in my opinion. I don't know if you guys will agree or disagree with me on me. I know, Jack Ryan, I definitely respect you a lot, and that's why I'm actually literally about to make you moderator right now. Because if we have bigger live streams like this continuously, I need to make more people moderator, and that's exactly what I want to do. Hockey MC says Hockey IQ is the most important. Let's Go Hawks says Marner is more well-rounded than Rantanen. Yeah, I definitely agree. That's what I'm saying. Deception, I agree as well. I think, well, okay, let me rewind. I think this year, Marner has been overrated a little bit, yes. But if you guys have listened to me, if you guys have watched my videos in the last year and a half, 2 years, of course I've taken this channel seriously more this year. But if you have watched the channel a decent amount, I have vouched for Marner for a while, especially when he got drafted. And And it's the same thing with Riley. It drives me nuts how people have jumped on the wagon now and overrate him now, when I have always been vouching for both of them and their potential. What everyone's been on the Matthews wagon. Marner was like hidden last year, and he was being placed on the fourth line. It was driving me nuts. This year, everyone's like, oh, maybe Marner's even better than Matthews. Like, shut up. No. It's just, guys, people will realize some Leaf fans go like from this to this or this to this. Leaf fans can't make up their mind. And it drives me nuts on Twitter. And when people try to roast me, it goes like this. I don't want to be represented by you guys as fans. That's what I'm saying. And I'm a very different Leaf fan in the sense of I'm very passionate. I grew up being a Leafs fan. But guys, I can definitely separate right from wrong. And I can definitely separate my bias whenever I want. It just comes with my choice, actually. It does. In the playoffs, you'll see me a little different. So if you guys subscribe and stick around the channel, you'll see me a little different in playoffs. Obviously, I'm going to be more passionate, more on the hate that the team we're playing. But I'm still going to evaluate them the same. Especially in the playoffs last year, I still gave the right amount of respect to guys like Pasternak, guys like DeBrusk, guys like McAvoy. But obviously, you're going to see more passion that comes from me. Thank you, Deception. I definitely try to be an objective fan as much as possible, and an objective viewer. Jack Ryan. So let's get some congrats to Jack Ryan in the chat. He's been here for a while. I'm going to give him a moderator. Deception, I hope I see you more in the chat, man. I haven't seen you in a while. You need to be more in the live streams. But thank you so much, guys. I do appreciate that. Hopefully we'll get 23 more subscribers and get there to 2,100 today. Matthews or Laine, who do I think gets the fatter contract? I do believe Matthews. I think Matthews and the Leafs might, again, have more issues than Laine and the Jets might have. But I think both players will have a little bit of issues. I'm going to say, based on what I saw today, based on what I've seen so far, I think the right thing that should happen and what potentially, like most possibly could happen, I think I'm going to say Matthews 12, Laine 11. I'm going to say Laine signs his contract sooner. If they both stay, Laine would sign it sooner. So I'm going to say in the 11 range. If Matthews signs, I'm going to say 12. Everyone's saying congrats, Jack Ryan. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. James Jake says it's a nice chat, more mature people. That's what I try, James Jake. Literally, my thing is, my moderators, that's why I try to make more people moderators if I can. I like the ratio to be good, but also I try to pay attention to the chat as much as possible. If people are being stupid in the chat, or people are trying to be immature, or people are trying to be dumb, I don't have patience for it. Especially if they're new people that are just coming in trying to be like snakes. I block them out right away. I either just ignore them, mods take care of it, or I just take them out. So that's what happens. Shout out to Dutchy as well. Appreciate that. Let's Go Hawks says, needs to be more streams like this on YouTube. Love talking about hockey like this. My town doesn't have many hockey fans, which is weird because we are Chicagoland. People be sleeping on hockey here. Respect, Let's Go Hawks. Yeah, if you subscribe, man, I guarantee, if you guys stick around, that's what I'm saying. You're going to be mod. If you're loyal. I actually do like people that just want to talk hockey in here and that are loyal and that are just respectful in here. So yeah, if you stick around, I definitely appreciate it. Definitely in the comments, you can always private message me, DM me on Twitter. I definitely listen to you guys, and if you want to talk to me in general and just say, you know what, I want this stream to happen, I will do streams. So we've already agreed on Tuesday we're going to do Leaf Sabres. I think that's pretty obvious. That's probably Nylander's return as well. But other than that, for next week, we really don't have anything set in stone. So if you guys want to see a stream next week, let me know, and we can definitely do it. So I've had Devils fans talk to me. I've had Blackhawks fans talk to me. So if you guys want to see a stream, let me know, and we'll definitely, even if you go in the live chat right now and I see the comment, I'll screenshot it on my phone. Zion, big respect to Zion, has been here since 4:30. Thank you so much. Hopefully you subscribed. Rusha just subscribed. I appreciate that. Let's get some Rusha hype in the chat. Stanley Cup champion says Laine has more empty net and own goals than Matthews. Nux says best stream on Nylander. Glad this saga is over though. Thank you so much, Nux. Hopefully you stick around, man. We want more Canucks fans in here. That's my biggest thing. We've been struggling getting Western fans in here. I want to do more Western streams, but they struggle to get viewers. So if we can get more Western fans in here, Canucks fans, Flames fans, Oilers fans, I would definitely appreciate that. It would be a lot more fun. So thank you for being here. Yes, okay, Jack Ryan, the new moderator, just posted the Discord in the chat. So if you guys are, all of you new subscribers here, go to the comments and hit the link that Jack Ryan just posted. It's the Discord link. If you have to sign up to Discord still, it takes like 10 seconds. Trust me, I didn't even know what Discord was like a year ago, and as of like how to sign up, it's super easy. It took me like seconds. All right, I'm getting another call. Let's try to put the volume on here for TSN Radio.
I want you to have to choose. With You Pick Two,
all right, give me a
choose
sec.
your favorites to create the perfect meal. Maybe you want our hearty turkey chili, but you also kind of feel like our roasted turkey, apple, and cheddar sandwich. No need to settle. Grab them both with You Pick Two. Join the My Panera program to start receiving personalized rewards now. Visit your local bakery cafe. Panera. Food as it should be.
Alpine Credits.
He said over the phone, quietly anticipating the verbal adventure.
Hello?
On the line was a woman, beautiful, confident, vivacious. A woman looking for a home equity loan.
Are you narrating our call?
He asked, attracted to her voice.
No, I'm not attracted.
He stuttered as his breath quivered.
Do you own your home?
Yes, I do. She said dismissively, so as not to string him along.
Approved.
Alpine Credits. Homeowners get approved. Fiscal license 12616.
Do you hang your toilet paper going over or under?
Dr. Sean Murphy's bedside manner is direct.
You haven't moved your bowels.
Well, thank you, Sean, for that announcement.
All right, sorry about that, guys. Again.
Spot on.
We do nothing. She could die.
All right.
People skills, not so much.
I do appreciate it. I wanna pay attention to as many people as possible. There's still a decent amount of people here, so I definitely appreciate that.
We can't get enough.
Yeah. So guys, join the Discord. I do appreciate that. If I'm already seeing some people join. So, Dutchy says, anyone watching the Oilers vs. Kings game tonight? Guys, I'll be celebrating hard tonight. We'll be celebrating together. Lee Dino and a few other people are coming over. Then we're meeting up with other people. We're going to an event. I will vlog it. So that might be posted either tomorrow or Monday. I'm going to vlog it, post it on the channel, and celebrate for 2,000 subscribers. So I definitely think you guys are going to find that pretty funny. Dan joined the Discord. Shout out to Dan. Appreciate that. Let's Go Hawk says, better to DM on HTH Twitter or yours. So HTH Twitter, I follow on both, obviously. Shout out to that. But HTH Twitter, the only positive for that is Austin, my social media coordinator for the channel, also has control of the Hot Take Hockey Twitter. So you'd be getting more of a chance of getting a response on there. But I'm always on my Twitter. So it's still very likely you're getting a response either way. I'm just saying on Hot Take Hockey Twitter, the other thing is like it could be from me or us. And for me, I'll definitely follow you guys back if you guys follow me and let me know. So yeah, I usually always respond. I don't know why I'm saying that. I usually always respond on my Twitter. Jeff's here, says Leafs are ready for Stanley Cup 2018. Yes, Jeff. I like the positivity, man. I mean, I will say I think there's some steps the Leafs still need to take, but you know what? I'll respect the enthusiasm. So, Jeff, if you're here, you're new, subscribe to the channel, man. I do appreciate the support. Tropical Earthquake says Nylander's AAV is higher than Pasta and Goudreau. Leafs L. Well, Goudreau and Pasta are also on very cheap deals, so I will say that. But thank you for the comment. Yeah, Jack Ryan, whoever, yeah, exactly. Thanks, Jack Ryan, for that. I said either Levo or go, not sent down, just scratched. They'll just be scratched. Guys, no, I already said that. Nylander's not playing today. Wow, Silly Goose says, I'm saying 70% Willie gets sacrificed to sign Marner. Thank you so much, guys, again, for joining the Discord. I do appreciate that. We're trying to build a huge channel here, a huge Discord. Sean Cook is here. Shout out to Sean Cook. Says, based on my math, the Leafs can't afford Matthews and Marner. Guys, okay, so this is my take on it. I know people keep saying they can't afford the 3, especially, or the 4, including Tavares. Think about what you're saying. So, yes, I think it's going to be a lot more tough in 3 years down the line when Anderson, Kadri, and Riley need to be signed. But until then, I think Toronto's fine, guys. Gardner and Hainsey are coming off the books this year, which that's combined of 8 plus. The following year, 6.25 is off the books for Marleau. So if they can fit in, if they can have their young guys ready for next year, so if like a guy like Liljegren's ready for next year, guys like that, maybe even Sandin's had some great improvements in the AHL already this year. If they can fit in next year with Gardner and Hainsey coming off the books, I don't know if they could fit Gardner. It'd be really tough. But the next year, even Marleau 6.25 comes off. That's huge. So I don't know. I really don't think the Leafs are in that type of situation until the Riley, Kadri, and Anderson year happens. That's going to be. I don't know if they happen all in the same year, but the Riley and Kadri does. Chris Johnson just tweeted. Yeah, okay, I just got it. So let's read it through. Okay, but that's not. Wow. So Kyprios was right. So TSN was wrong. Wow, TSN might have taken an L there. Whoever tweeted that first was kind of wrong. Was it, or maybe Friedman? Didn't Friedman say 6 times 6.9? Oh, geez, whoever said that was kind of off. Guys, do you remember who said that? Who was the first one to tweet out 6 times 6.9? Because that's technically incorrect if you include this year, which you're supposed to. So yeah, it does. So, okay. So that's what it is. 10.2, and then it drops to 6.996. Year 2 through 6. Geez, someone's going to get a hit there. Slap in the face. I got some followers, so I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Yeah, guys, all of you guys, if you guys are here, follow us on Twitter, whether it's Hot Take Hockey or me. You'll definitely get like some updates on there as well. That's below in the description. I don't know why the Discord's not in the description. That kind of sucks. So it's 44.7? Sports Gamer, if you want to donate, guys, I will always say, like, it's really up to you guys. I'm not going to beg people because I know people sometimes they're in tough financial situations. But if people want to support the channel, I always put it back into the channel, whether it's, like I said, for camera, for mics, for jerseys, whatever it is, for the look of the channel or for the content quality. If you guys want to donate ever in Super Chat, maybe we'll set up PayPal one of these days. But for Super Chat, if you want to, yeah, I would definitely really appreciate that. You know you're getting a crazy reaction from me either way. Was it Friedman? Jeez. So Friedman, he got that wrong, plus him saying earlier in the week, saying that Nylander was gone by the draft. Joseph King says, trading William Nylander would be crazy with a deal that's good for the organization. Cheap, cheap, cheap. Leister says, okay, Leafs play the Wild in an hour, and Boston is playing Detroit. Joseph, by the way, I will say, I don't know if it's cheap, cheap, cheap. Like, that's what I'm saying. A lot of people are just, like, have really different opinions. Some people are saying it's an overpayment. Some people are saying it's really cheap. Like, guys, in my opinion, I think everyone's just got to settle at it. The fact that I think it's just a good deal. Like, I don't think there's a lot to it. Here, I'm just gonna charge my phone here. Let's see if the Leafs pregame's on. Maybe we'll just go do like a full Leaf preview here. Let's see what they're saying on Sportsnet Central. So nothing's on yet. Hockey Central doesn't start till 6:30, which kind of sucks. We are 17 away from. Sorry, I'm trying to charge my phone. We're 17 away from 2100. If we can get there, I'll be really sad. I'll be freaking out. Ben Pace is here. Says, "Let's go Raptors." Shout out to Ben Pace. Appreciate that. See what they're saying on the radio.
You got Kapanen, Per Lindholm and Nazem Kadri. I mean, that's your. Or where's Connor Brown go?
Right.
Or where does Per Lindholm go? Does he stay on the fourth line and one of those two, Brown or Kapanen, plays the offside with Kadri? So there's going to be some little things that come into play here, and whether guys can adapt to that situation and start.
Destroyer. Like I said, I think it's between Levo and Gauthier. That's what I already said. Who won't play on the fourth line? Who will get scratched?
What, late February?
Yeah.
So they've got a good solid 3 months to go over this and figure out exactly who's out there and who fits in with what they have if they need to make a trade. And I think they're just absolutely extremely well positioned to do that.
Well, they are. And as you said earlier, Jim, and that's what an organization wants is now that everybody's in the fold, you can sit back to see where the pieces fall into place.
Sorry, that is my bad. I forgot Gauthier got out of the lineup. So I think, it's going to be Levo. Possibly Ennis, but probably Levo, which is disappointing because I think Levo was already pissed off. But I don't think the way Jansson's been playing, he's improved a lot in the last 2 weeks. I think Jansson definitely sticks.
Make a change, and like I said, the players will definitely give them the answers.
Well, and the answers were all positive. When you look at people who had to fill in without Nylander and Matthews. There wasn't anybody who failed. They all exceeded and
cheers, guys. By the way,
succeeded and did a nice job. So it's the ultimate decision going forward.
Well, it is, and one of the guys we mentioned was Tyler Ennis, and he's on the fourth line, and he was a first line guy for years when he came into the league, and now he's in a situation where is he going to be in or out of the lineup? Andreas Janssen is finally turning his game around and starting to.
What did I say?
He's got some confidence.
Exactly
so is he
what I
going to
said.
be shifted down, or is he going to go back into that rotation with Tyler Ennis on the fourth line? So. There's going to be some players who are going to have to make adjustments going forward, and some of them aren't going to like it, but they're going to have to do it and buy in to be a big part of this team.
It's fascinating how you just bring in one other guy, not just one other guy, but the other guy, and all of a sudden the whole picture is complete, and you could see this moving forward and understanding that all the issues next summer with signing and whatever that's going to take to get that done. That the moment is now.
Oh, it is. I think they're, I hate using the word window, but I think their opportunity to make a push to be a top contender is close. Whether it's this year or next year, it's close. Because going down the road, there's going to be more guys coming up for contract that are going to be big parts of your team, and you're going to have to pay. So, I think it's closer than what a lot of people think it is.
Yeah, and going back to how they looked against San Jose with Austin Matthews returning. In terms of what they could do to another team, that's a team with a really good defense, and they had sure a lot of them are power play goals, but they had no trouble with that team.
Well, they didn't, and when they play the right way with their speed and they're moving the puck and making good puck decisions and limiting their turnovers, all those little things that make good teams play and overcome good teams they're playing against the opposition, and that's what Toronto does whenever they're on top of their game. They've got great puck management. They use their speed to the best of their abilities, and as one of their major weapons. And there's a lot of teams in this league that do have good back ends. They've got good names on the back end, as San Jose does, but they were unable to handle the speed, especially through the neutral zone and in their defensive zone.
So just to recap, William Nylander, the deal is announced just at 5 o'clock, and it's 6 years and right in around $45 million, a shade on either side, depending on your source. The cap hit the first year is 10.2, and then it's 6.996 for each of the 5 years. And I guess the relevant point is only gives up 1 year of unrestricted free agency, which may be a trend here.
Well, and everything in this contract is a bit of a bargaining chip. I'm sure they wanted to be paid the signing bonuses for the duration of the contract, especially if there's going to be a lockout year. So he's going to get some money there. So all those little things, sacrificing the 1 year of unrestricted free agency for a higher number. I mean, all those little pieces come into play in trying to get this worked out.
And the signing bonuses this year, $2 million, next year 8.3, and then it runs out at 3.5 a year for each of the next 4 seasons. I was kind of thinking that if there was lockout protection, there'd be 1 year where the signing bonus would be huge and the base salary wouldn't, so you would get that on July 1st before that situation is declared. But I don't see that here.
Well, I mean, he's getting 8.3 next year as a signing bonus, so that'll prepare him for the 3.5 he's going to get if there's a lockout.
I wasn't concerned.
Yeah.
I wasn't worried there.
Yeah, he's not going to lose too much sleep over
All right.
that. But it's the way it's structured, and hopefully everything falls into place.
Okay, let's be serious here for a second. I will do, guys, this is what I'm saying. Sometimes on my celebration streams, we are 14 away from 2,100. If you guys want me to do something crazy or do something like fun for the fans, fun for the viewers, unless you guys want me to just keep doing Q&A for a bit until people arrive, and then, like I said, I said they were coming around 6. 2 people are stuck in traffic right now. 3 people are just getting food and they're coming over, and then we are meeting with people around 7 o'clock. So I just have a bit of time, whatever, to chill. But my thing is, we're 14 subscribers away. If you guys want me to do something, let me know in the chat. If 14 people out of the 130 people that are here, I know that aren't subscribed, if you guys want to subscribe right now, give the channel a chance. I want to grow something pretty special here. So if you want to do that for me, for you, for the fans, I think we could have a good time here, and I'm definitely looking forward to it. So let me know in the chat right now, and then we'll see. Cenobite kisses, where are those burners accounts at? Jack Ryan says, I have to go, guys. I'm heading to the Wizards-Nets game. Thanks so much for giving me moderator, John. See you guys. Road to 2,100. Yes, Jack Ryan, enjoy the Wizards and Nets, man. That's going to be so much fun. Jack Ryan's coming in from Washington, so I do appreciate that. Wolf Digger's here, says, I might get a Marner jersey. Well, shout out to Wolf Digger. Thank you so much for being here, Wolf Digger. Eddie, again, shout out to Eddie as well. Guys, I'm excited. This channel's growing. I'm definitely looking forward to it. Maybe we'll get to 2,100 in the stream, and you guys can tell me something to do, or just something to look forward to. Like I said, at 2,500, 3,000, it depends how fast we get there. It'll motivate me maybe to do a giveaway, so I'm looking forward to that. Yeah, guys, give Jack Ryan some respect. I thought the Sports Gamer was going to give us the super chat, the first super chat of the stream. It's all right. Respect to him. Rusha, I do have IG. If you want to follow me on Twitter, my Twitter is in the description. My full name is John Viveros. You can follow me on Twitter. My Instagram is the exact same handle as my Twitter, so if you want to follow me there as well. The Hardcore Gamer. So, look, this is my thing. Give me a sec. Let me take this off. Leaf jersey off. Guys, I am first and foremost a hockey channel here. So as much as I'm from Toronto, I grew up a Leafs fan. I don't want you to think because I did this, because whatever, I'm just a Leafs fan. That's not what this channel is. This channel is a hockey channel primarily. We do all types of content. The reason why we've been doing Nylander and Leafs a lot recently is because this is the most high-profile story. It doesn't matter if it was Toronto, if it was Arizona. It doesn't matter. If Nylander was sitting out with any other team, we'd be talking about it a decent amount still. I mean, at least I think I would be talking about it the same amount. I don't know about news stations or what they would be doing, but for me, I would be talking about it the same amount. I still would have done what I did today, with or without the Leaf jersey on. It was still a great stream, whether it was like with the Leafs. So that's what I'm saying. This is a hockey channel primarily, Hardcore Gamer. I hope you stick around, subscribe, and hopefully, yeah, we keep growing as a channel. Dutchy says Leafs jersey off, Sens jersey on. David Jessup says, I'll share this for you, man. I'll get you 2,100. Love this chat. Thanks, man. No problem, Jessup. I appreciate it. Destroyer says, well, it's a big deal because, in my opinion, at least Toronto's arguably the best team now. No, I know. The fact that they re-sign him is a big deal. I'm not disagreeing with that. What I am saying is, I'm just saying in terms of this channel, I'm not going to be biased. I would never be biased. I mean, like I said, sometimes maybe a little bit in the playoffs I am. It's just kind of a human nature to be when it gets hype in the playoffs. But other than that, I'm a full hockey guy, full sports guy. That's my program. I'm in a sport media program, so that's what I do. Barry Allen's here. How's it going? IS subbed. I do appreciate that. Thank you. Let's get some IS hype in the chat. Thank you so much. Thank you, Hardcore Gamer. I appreciate that. That's awesome, man. Let's get some Hardcore Gamer hype in the chat. That's unreal. By the way, if anyone was like curious, Marlies are up 6-2 right now. What did Kyle Dubas say? Geez, Ryan Lacey said breaking, so I haven't talked to Kyle Dubas today, but he will update Maple Leafs today at 5 p.m. on the Nylander situation. This is not fake news. This will happen today. You heard it here first. Kyle Dubas said never in doubt, Rye. Geez, that's crazy. Kyle Dubas is unreal, man. Guys, look at Kyle Dubas' Twitter if you haven't yet. Never in doubt, Rye. That is awesome. Thank you so much, Kyle Dubas. Oh, Elliot Freeman's talking.
The deadline, both sides were kind of worried that there was a chance that this would not happen. But you know how it goes, deadline spur action, and both sides moved a bit in order to get it done. There's two numbers you need to know. The first number is $10.2 million. That is his average annual value, his cap number in the remainder of this first season of the contract. The second number is 6.
Man, I can't believe it's like I'm kind of surprised it's that high though. Like that kind of makes me think that he might get traded though.
To your point, Elliot, it's just not about the numbers, but how you structure.
In terms of like,
let's face it, the players want as much.
In terms of if it was this actual 6.9 AAV, that means it would be 6.5 or 6.6 this year, or not this year, for the following years.
That's lockout proof. We know that that might be a situation in the next 2 years, yet players still want to get paid through the lockout, Ron, and the best way to do that, guarantee your money on a signing bonus. So to Elliot's point, the salary is high in the first year and the signing bonus is low. Well, it switches in year 2, and he puts $8.3 million signing bonus in his pocket in his second year. That gives them guys almost $17 million in the next 7 months. You know, Kelly, you could have gone in the summer and compared him to Pasternak, and he could have got that deal done.
Yes, Brad. Welcome to the channel, Brad. Thank you so much for joining. Hopefully you stick around. Yeah, Nylander obviously could get traded. Marner won't, I don't think.
2 days ago, I thought this deal wasn't going to get done, so I give them.
Thank you so much, Stuff and Things. I do appreciate it. We're still looking for a super chat in for celebratory for 2,000, so I can get super hyped. That's also another thing if people want. But thank you so much, Stuff and Thing.
But certainly Nylander's better paid than those other guys that are better players. But you know what?
Stefan, wow, says he's too great, you trade him.
The most recent contract leapfrogged the other players. But
Cenobite Kid says, I'm a Leaf fan, always cheer against Canadian teams. Brad Weeks says, blue and white just got stronger.
25 is the new 32. 32, you're done. Yeah, you're either too slow to play in the game, or nobody's going to pay you the money, as Brian Burke suggested on Hockey Night in Canada.
If it was for 6.9, guys, because I think Nylander inevitably, like, obviously wanted like higher. I don't know. I just, or Toronto didn't want to get to there. I don't know. It just worked a lot for Toronto to inch their way up there. I think Toronto was at like 6.5 at one point, like a few weeks ago. I don't think it was like that far off.
Three major team sports. We are going into an era now, I think, guys, where the star players are saying, "Hold on. We want to take a little bit more of the pie."
But Elliot, they got to work for it.
Thank you so much, Stuff and Thing. I appreciate it.
In the salary cap era to go the distance here.
11 more till 2100. Let's get a drink and get super hyped for you guys so we can get there. I know people want to get there for the street.
They watched it very closely, and they are now thinking, I may have to do the same.
So long-term, Toronto's got cap issues. You would think they won't be trading a guy making 10.2 this year, though, on the cap.
All right, thanks, gentlemen. Plus, Nylander took to Twitter after the announcement of his new contract, simply writing, "Going home," with a picture of his Maple Leafs equipment bag.
One of the throw this big Sam on the captain, Eric Carlson. Everything goes through this guy.
Oh, I guess that. See, that's interesting. People's behavior is like really interesting. Like, I'm saying I'm getting hyped and people unsubscribe. We'll buy the science guy. 100%.
Well, just some of the highlights from Eric Carlson's 9 seasons in Ottawa, but the good good times would come to an end for the Senators' former captain, with the team in a rebuild mode.
All right.
The face of their franchise
Lee Dino should be here
in September. Well, today, for the first
within the
time
next
since
5-10 minutes.
returned to the Canadian Tire Center as a visitor. He
Shout out
told
to
media
TML
he had
Chick.
no idea
Shout
what
out to Destroyer. Shout out to Wolf Digger.
former teammates were sure it would be an outpouring of love.
No, Riley's making $5 million. It's Kadri's at the 4.5 million. Yes, 10 more to 2,100. Let's get hyped. Come on. 9 more. Let's go. I just broke people's eardrums. Oh, 7 more. 6 more. Oh. 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 Early New Year's countdown. Botch, come on, Botch. Help out the cause. I'll chug the rest of this if we get to 2,100 right now. I know, Dan Hicks, they do. I'm just playing along with it. I know they're trolling. I like reacting to it. It's kind of funny. But I don't understand. People, you get better reactions if we actually get there. So.
Stuff that happened here, and I think I accomplished that, and it was nice to be able to play in front of these fans. That's a lot of good memories that I have from this rink. I was drafted here and spent pretty much my entire career here. So.
I also am very surprised Montreal placed Nikita Sherbak on waivers. Like, when I saw that earlier today, I was like, wow. Very surprising. Subaru says you're annoying. Well, buddy, I can only imagine what kind of kid you are, considering you have the freaking, what's that guy's name? Not Smalls, the other freaking guy. Yes, Joe Canadian, open it. Guys, what do you think? Subaru's trying to hype up the chat, man. Honestly, we might as well just keep going until the Leafs preview starts. I don't have time for that, patience. This guy literally, man, this guy's trying to chirp me when I'm trying to look at my phone. Guys, the picture is like this small. I can't even freaking see it. This guy's trying to chirp. Oh, 4 more! The only reason I realized who it was because I remember this scene where he's like, where he tries to drown himself, so he gets mouth to mouth from like the hot lifeguard. Like, that's the only reason I recognize the face. Oh, 2,097, 3 more. With a name like Subaru, he probably vapes too. Thanks, Casey. I appreciate it. All right. Can I get a capital letters yes? If I fill this up, can we get to 2? I'm trying to think who. 2, 1. I'm trying. No, I don't know. What do you want to do? Man, fill this up. I don't have any more of the Sapporo though, so I don't want to mix drinks. That'd be disgusting, man. Yes, Subaru, you're out of here, buddy. Peace. You got the boot. He didn't get the boot. He just got put in timeout. Here, let's put the volume on.
Nylander and the Maple Leafs have agreed to a 6-year contract with an average annual value of $6.9 million. The deal officially signed.
All right. Oh yeah, by the way, before we end the stream. Oh, 2 more! Before we end the stream, last type of Q&A. Let me know in the comments so Austin Sobalski can record it right now and I can take screenshots. I'm going to be getting jerseys as I go. They don't have to be current players in the teams if you guys don't want to. What jersey do you want me to get next for the channel? I have one I already ordered and it's coming in soon enough. What jersey do you want? What team do you want me to get next? What jersey, player, blah, 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 whatever. Let me know in the chat. And then I'll definitely record it at least. Owen Doty's here. How's it going, Owie? Welcome. Subscribe to the channel, man. Thank you so much for being here. Says Kachuk. Which Kachuk? Brady or Matthew? Or Keith? Let's go Hawks is DeBrincat. Okay, I'll definitely put that down. Wolf Digger says get Crosby. Dan says Marner London Knights jersey. Destroyer says a Hyman jersey. Guys, no more Leaf jerseys though. C74, welcome to the channel, says Marshawn. Respect to that. All right, I'm getting a call. I'm going to mute myself for 30 seconds. All right, guys. The stream's going to be ending in 10 minutes, so it's now or never to get to 2100 and get my reaction. If not, you guys are going to miss out. And I hope you guys are here for future streams. I'll be releasing a video, like I said, tomorrow. Hopefully it's the vlog for tonight's hype, because I'll be vlogging tonight, me celebrating for 2,000 subscribers, but maybe you'll be celebrating, 2,100 subscribers. Robbie says, I wish you had a Russ Courtnall Maple Leafs jersey. Let's go Hawks says Steven Stamkos, laugh aloud. Dan Hicks says Marchand's a rat, and people are saying that's not fair to rats. Hardcore Gamer says Larkin. Okay, Austin. Is Austin recording all of this? Let's call Austin and find out. Hopefully he's recording all this. Come on, guys. 3 more subscribers. We can get there.
Hey, John.
Austin, are you recording them right now?
Well, I can't record it right now because I'm in the car. I'm on my way home. I'm home in a half hour, so I've been watching the whole video.
Can you do screenshots or no?
So I'll just rewatch the video and just write down.
Or can you just do screenshots right now or no?
I'm sorry, what?
Can you just do screenshots of the chat?
Yeah, I'll do screenshots of the chat, but I'll have to do that when I get home because I can't see the chat in my phone.
Oh, you can't even see the chat on the phone.
No, I can't even see the chat on the phone.
Okay, I'm going to try to screenshot some of them, even though my phone's at 1%, it's about to die.
No, don't worry. I'll just rewatch the stream and just listen to the names that people were listening and also look in chat. Don't worry.
Okay, try to remember some of these, okay? Can you try to remember some of these in your head?
Okay, I heard DeBrincat from the Blackhawks. I heard Crosby from the Penguins.
Larkin from the Red Wings.
Larkin from the Red Wings, okay.
Stamkos from the Lightning.
Okay.
Marchand. Moners.
You really did get Marchand.
Oh! Yeah, baby, let's go! Woo! 2,100, baby! Woo! 2,100 subscribers.
Larkin from the Red Wings.
Austin.
Stamkos from the Lightning. Marchand.
Austin. He hung up. Let's go. Can we keep that number up? Don't unsubscribe. Don't be a loser. I'm gonna drink the rest of this and chug if we can get to 2,103, so I know it won't go down. Because look at this stupidity. We got 2,100 and then people unsubscribe. That's no fun. I'll go refill. But let's get to 2,103. And then I'll... Oh, Teravainen? I'll get a Teravainen jersey as well. Okay, there we go. Okay, let's go refill. Or 2,109? Oh, can we do it? Oh, that sucks. We're not at 2,103 anymore. Nylander for a Zamboni driver. Ken Banks, are you crazy? I'm waiting for it to go back up. Look, you can hear it crack open. Oh, fresh. Ron McLean's on the board. Let's go.
It's essentially 6 years for just shy of $42 million in cash. $45 million, so it's actually quite complicated. More on that from the gentleman here. And
yeah, it is complicated.
Kyle Dubas and Kyle Bacastos. Kyle.
Thanks, Ryan.
Kyle Dubas. Whoa!
News started to pour in just minutes before that 5 o'clock Eastern deadline. Can you take us through the timeline from the morning to ultimately where we got to a position where William Nylander had agreed to a 6-year deal?
Yeah, we've obviously been having a lot of communication with their camp and with William and with Louis Gross, and we had a number of discussions, obviously all day, and culminating with a discussion with Louis and William at about 3:15 here Central Time. The deadline was 4, and then quickly got everything signed and into the league. So literally right down to the wire.
What did you learn about just this whole process in your first big negotiation as a general manager in the National Hockey League?
Well, I think John was probably the first big negotiation. So it was an interesting process. You learn a lot about, there was a lot that went into it, right? And obviously the economics of the league and of our team factor into it. And of course, when it's a restricted free agent, other teams can talk to them as well, and they have their opinions of what the player should make, and that influences things. But we've got our structure here, and we're happy, obviously, to have William sign for the 6 seasons and look forward to welcoming him back to Toronto tomorrow.
And at the start of training camp, you had said that there was a process that you guys were going to follow when it comes to this negotiation. Did you have to deviate from that process and all in order to get this deal done?
Well, I don't. I think that we wish that the process would have yielded a signing prior to training camp, but that's the way that these things go. They've never really gone this late and come to this, but we're.
Thank you so much, Bryn. Respect to Bryn. Let's get some shout-outs to Bryn in the chat. You're awesome. Thank you so much.
They were able to mitigate the distraction of it and obviously perform the way they have so far. So it's exciting to be able to add William back to the group in its current state.
I understand that ultimately it's about getting the player signed, and you did that. But in terms of Nylander and also a couple other entry-level deals that are going to expire next year, looking back, is there anything you would have done differently here?
No, I think now it's tough to reflect and say for sure that there was something we would have done differently or not. But I think in the end our process was sound. It just sometimes these things take some time, and I wish it wouldn't have taken as much time, mostly for the players and the coaches and for William himself. But we're happy that he's back, and happy to see him here as we get rolling next week.
Have you spoken to William?
Let's go!
I've talked to William lots throughout the process, and I know he's very, very excited tonight, and obviously we're excited for him. It would have been a shame for him to not be in the National Hockey League this year. He's a top young National Hockey League player, so we're excited to have him back and excited for him to get to work with our coaching staff and with our team.
And just one final one here for you, Kyle. One of the more
popular images throughout this whole thing was back during Halloween, those two kids there, you and William getting a deal signed. I know we saw your reaction a couple times, but what were you thinking every time you saw that image?
It's interesting. I never really imagined that you'd become a Halloween costume for anybody, so that's interesting. I'm happy we were able to make it reality today, so it's all good. Maybe a month too late, but that's all good.
All right, congratulations on getting it done. Thanks for the time. Thanks, Kyle.
Thanks to the two Kyles. Lewis Gross, the agent, we were hoping to get.
Yeah, 13 dislikes. That is a bunch of garbage. Honestly, that is literally a bunch of garbage. Are we almost at 100 likes? Or did we surpass it yet? Oh my, we're at 96. How are we not at 100 likes yet? I just assumed we were. Everyone in here, drop a like now. Let's get to 150. I think we can get to 150 with all of you guys that haven't liked in here yet. Shh. All of you guys. Epic shush from Joe Canadian. Brent says, ooh, Bruins. Sage McDonald's in here. Welcome, Sage. John Freya says, I was going to request a refund for my Nylander jersey if he didn't sign. Honestly, my Nylander jersey says rookie jersey, right, guys? Like, look. For you guys that haven't been here the whole time. Oh, what am I doing? Give me a sec. This is, like, messy right now. See? Number 39. There we go. That's better. Stupid Nylander tweets covering it. 100 likes! Thank you so much, guys. That's unreal. Alright, I think that's like our 4th 100 like stream, so that's awesome. Or 3rd, something like that. Okay, that's awesome, guys. Alright, I think that's going to be it for the stream. Let's chug her back for the kids. Are we ready? Can I get a capital yes if we're ready in the chat? If I don't see at least 10 yeses in the chat, we're not doing it for the fans. Bryn, I can talk about how my predictions are for tonight's game, but this first. Capital yeses in the chat if we're chugging this one back. How's it going, Stephen Kramer? Oh, there's 2 yeses. See 2 yeses so far. 3 yeses, 4 yeses. It's only a cold shot, so it's not that much, but I'm trying to chill, you know. Unknown says no capital yes, so I'll count that as a half point. We're at 5 yeses right now. Uh-oh. Guess we're not doing it unless people step up here. Step up to the plate. Joe Canadian. Yeah, Cenobites the Kids has got a pace. Okay, so this is my lines that I think. Looking at this right now. So I'm going to say... Oh, I don't know. Ooh, Janssen might be up there. Actually, I like that. I think I like that better, actually. Okay, this is what I'm going to say. Janssen, Matthews, Nylander, Tavares, Marner, Hyman, Marlowe, Katri, Kapanen, Ennis, Lindholm, Brown. Oh, yes, I love that. Okay, yeah, that's what we're going with. Ready? One more time, if you guys didn't listen. These are my lines I would like to see. Janssen, Matthews, Nylander, Tavares, Hyman, Marner, Kadri, Kapanen, Marlowe, Lindholm, Ennis, Brown. If anything, you switch Janssen and Kapanen and have Kapanen on the top line with Matthews, Nylander, and Janssen with Kadri and Marlowe. But then Janssen and Kapanen would be playing their off wings, whatever. But, man, that would be unreal. Those lines. What do you guys think about those lines? Woo! All right, guys. I think enough people said yes, sure. All right. Oh, this is cold. Any last words? Man, that sounds pretty deadly, eh, Brian? All right. All right. Let's go. Oh! I wasn't ready for that. I was really cold. All right. December 1st, dispatch. Let's go. Woo! All right. I think that's going to be it for this year. Let's listen to what they have to say here. But
now that we suspect Matthews and Nylander are going to be together, is Captain and then going to go onto the left side?
Wolf Digger, full send. Guys, subscribe for that. If you don't subscribe for anything else, subscribe for that. Look what they just said. They said Captain on the top line with Matthews and Nylander. That's what they think. Or that's what at least he thinks.
Third line, terrific depth on the fourth line. This is
now next is the Corona with the line.
Well, the only thing, Kelly, I say
that Chug got my sub. Cenobite, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Oh, and then we lost. Man, you guys are a bunch of. What are you trying to do to me? I get hyped when we get subscribers, not when we lose them. Thank you, Cenobite. I really appreciate that, though. I'm looking forward to the future of this channel.
He has had a lot to say over the course of the week, all positive. You had to wonder, is that advantage gross? Advantage
Fiotino says, bro, fully sent it. You have my sub. Thank you so much for Tino. We're always going to have a hype time. Drinking a couple cold ones, having a good time here, talking hockey. I already said trade rumors, topic videos, live streams, reactions. Sorry, Mike Babcock's talking. Let's listen.
That's a real positive thing for our team.
Sorry, dispatch. Nylander skates on the line with Matthews and Kapanen possibly.
You're high in the draft, I guess, to get a player like this. And then when you get him, you'd like to keep him. And obviously, he's here for a long time. And we're excited about that. Willie's a good person and is important on our team.
And you've said throughout this whole process that you thought and believed that a deal was going to get done. When it became official, when did you find out?
Well, just before, I told our guys when Doobie texted me here, and, you think it's going to get done. You don't know when it's going to.
Man, I can't believe it got done 5 minutes.
That's what you have to believe anyway.
So, guys, I already said I won't be streaming tonight, guys. You guys aren't listening. Sorry, but you're not listening. Guys, I'm not streaming tonight because I'm going out to an event I've been waiting for a while because that was our plan. We were planning to get 2,000 subscribers before the end of the month. We did. So I'm going to vlog me tonight going nuts. I'm going to post it either tomorrow or Monday. Or I'm going to post a substitute if that doesn't work out. I don't know if we trust the people filming me, but no, Ken Banks. It was tweeted and reported 2 minutes before the deadline, but it was filed 5 minutes before. So it was filed 5 minutes before. But what I'm saying is I won't be able to stream tonight's game, but you guys know I stream at least 3 or 4 games per week. Plus, I'll be releasing a few videos over the next couple days. And they'll be bangers. Trust me, they'll be bangers. Nylander is flying, and I think it's like 6 or 7 hours from now. He's flying from Stockholm to Toronto.
This kind of deal for your 6th best player doesn't make sense to me. My reaction is
6th best player, Brian Burke. What are you on?
This much money at somebody. You see William's tweet.
Berkey, man, how can you say that? 6th
was full of money. So that's my reaction is. You're going to throw that kind of door.
Who's ahead of him?
Go ahead.
Here's my counter to that argument. I'm trying to put myself.
Man, the only thing I can defend is if he's saying that, if he's talking about everyone, including Freddie Anderson and Kadri.
Okay, let's say for argument's sake.
Man, Nylander is worth more to me than Kadri.
I think he says he's a great player. He may be
and potentially even Riley, even though I love Riley, but Riley's our only top defenseman. So.
And I think what he's going to look at is he's going to stockpile talent. And if that means he's got to pay 4 or 5 guys a lot more than everybody else, he's going to...
Ken Banks, it was 10 hours as of like an hour and a half ago. So yeah, so it's probably about 8 hours from now.
Right, and let's assume that's true. This is a good player. This is an important player to add. Today, if you're the coach, you're not worried about the cap. This is a good addition.
No, yeah, that's what I just thought, guys. If he's including Anderson, I understand now. And by the way, Wendelin, I agree that maybe, yeah, if you're including Anderson, but... In my opinion, it was. How could Tavares be 5? Wendelin, come on, man. Tavares at 5. If anything, Tavares is number 2 or 3 on that list, not 5. My list would go like this: number 1, Matthews. Number 2, you could argue Marner Tavares. So 2 and 3 is Marner Tavares. 4 is Anderson. 5 is Riley. 6 is Nylander. If we're including Anderson, like I said. All right, guys. So we got some company here. Let me put this on... Oh, boys. Lee Dino just arrived, but he's getting ready, so we're going to end this stream. Any last comments? Guys, this has been a legendary stream. Just an announcement to Lee Dino. He doesn't even know yet. We've gained 106 subscribers from this stream. Oh!
Hot take.
Oh, Wendelin doesn't think Tavares is that... Wendelin, man, you're underrating Tavares. So-called Sports is here, says Cap Space Hell. Eric Stahl gonna ball. Okay, guys, any more questions or comments? Wendelin, okay, I agreed. I said Burke is correct. I didn't think about what he was saying. He's correct if you're including Anderson in that. That's my bad. Whoa, whoa! Oh! We're missing Matthews' funny interview here. What the heck? Rewind. I have to listen to this before I end the stream. Okay, we're listening to this first, guys, and then we're reacting to it live.
So he's on fire and he's got his winger back. Kyle, over to you.
Boss, you had said this week that the clock was kind of ticking with William Nylander. What was the reaction from you and the group upon hearing the news when you arrived at the rink this afternoon?
I think everybody's pretty happy. We're really proud of this team. Great player, he's a great teammate, so we're happy to have him back, and we hope we get him here as soon as possible.
18 wins already for this group this season. What have you learned about this team in the 2 months that you had to go without him?
Well, we're a resilient team. I mean, even through injuries for myself, and it doesn't really matter what any given night, somebody's going to step up and make a play or two. That's what's happened the first couple months. So, we were pretty happy with the way we played. We can obviously play better, and that's a good test for us against the team.
Have you had a chance to text him quickly yet?
Sorry?
Have you had a chance to text him quickly yet?
So Toronto's 18.
That's pretty funny. Even Kiprios is laughing.
And they are 1 point behind the Buffalo Sabres, imagine, and Tampa in the race for the President's Trophy right now.
Barry Allen agrees that Tavares is second. I'm saying Tavares is 2 or 3. It's Marner or Tavares at 2 or 3. But Mendelin, I disagree that he gets pushed up because he's a center. I think Tavares is a legitimate, Tavares is legit. I don't think, whether he's center or winger, I don't think he gets pushed up because he's a centerman. Dance has been in here since before the stream began. Thanks for the content this afternoon. Subbed, liked, and joined the Discord. Thank you so much, Dan. You're a beauty, man. Cappy isn't over Kadri, so he's not 7th. Yeah, guys, after that, it would go Kadri. Then it would go maybe Gardner, as much as he pisses me off sometimes. Then Kapanen. Then after that, yeah, we'll see. And then after that, Dermott, whatever. Who else? Any other questions before we end the stream? I'll end the stream in 2 minutes counting, and then we're done. Any more questions? Comments? If we want to get to a flat... Guys, this is a once-in-a-lifetime thing. If we can get 5 more subs, we'll get 2111. 2,111. If we get 5 more subs. That's like a once-in-a-lifetime thing right there. We can get 5 more subs. That'd be huge to get to that mark right here. That'd be like destiny if we could end it there. Oh yeah, I just freaking right on stream. I just laid that gone. Just Wolf Digger, what'd you ask? Let's see. Wolf Digger asked, what if he gets traded this offseason? Yeah, getting a Nylander jersey is definitely risky. I mean, look what happened to me. I bought Nylander's rookie jersey, and then he changes his number. So, I mean, anything is really risky when you're buying a jersey that's like either a young gun, a young player, or a guy that could be traded. Thank you, Stephen Kramer. I appreciate that. Shout out to Casey. Well, Rendlin, obviously, we don't have other defensemen, so obviously this team without Riley or Anderson would hurt a lot more without Tavares. I'm not talking about the significance of the players on the team. I'm talking about skill. Who are the most skilled players on this team? Who have the most, who are just the best players on this team? It's just, saying that Riley and Anderson are ahead of Tavares in terms of scaling, in terms of like who puts up better production, is just kind of wrong, right? I mean, yes, if you're going the opposite way of thinking and saying where would the Leafs get more affected, where would the Leafs hurt more, then yeah, Riley and Anderson are there because we lack on defense, because without Anderson we don't have a goaltender. But you could say that with any team, like, oh frig, man, like Columbus without Bobrovsky, or freaking, I don't know, there's Washington without Holtby, or Anaheim without Gibson, or even Buffalo without Hutton this year, or like, you guys get my point. I'm just saying, like, you could say that with any team. David Jessup, have a good night, brother. You as well, man. Riley or JT? Oh my god. Wendelin, man. Oh my god, this guy. Who is better on defense, Riley or JT? I don't even know if I should respond. I mean, okay. Let's move on. Wendelin, I have huge respect to you. Hopefully you subscribe to the channel, but Wendelin, we're not going to have those conversations right now. You guys have heard me already give my analysis into both players. Cenobite Kid, glad I found it in this channel. Peace out. Hopefully all of you guys that are here, I'll see you very soon. I guess there's no more questions because it just went 2 minutes. Yeah, guys, if Anderson keeps this up, he'll get paid like... The only thing is you got to consider is he's kind of in his prime right now, so... Wendelin just says, I'm just happy Nylander's back. Wendelin, we can agree on that. Nylander's back and we're happy. So Wendelin, I hope you subscribe, stick around. I appreciate all of you guys in here. I'm just going to give a quick shout out to the rest of the people here. If I forget about you, I'm really sorry, guys. I'm trying to go through everyone I can see. So let's go here. Joe Canadian, Ken Banks, Wendelin, Jim, Stephen Kramer, Wolf Digger, Casey, Dispatch, Bryn, Dan, I don't know if I already said Dan. Relax. Holy, this guy's making a ruckus over here. David Jessup, Casey, Cenobite Kid, Ken Banks. Optimus Rhymes is here! Yeah, baby! Subscribe to the channel! Let's go! Optimus Rhymes, let's go! Thank you so much, Steven. I try to keep the people entertained, so if you are entertained, you want to stick around for more streams like this, big streams like this, subscribe to the channel, drop a like, always come into our streams. Let's get more people always into our streams. Let's get more hundreds of people in our freaking streams. So if I can see 100 streams every time, that's going to be huge. So, yeah, Alex, again, like I said, I'm not streaming for the Leaf game, guys. I'm going to an event. I am vlogging for it. I am not streaming tonight. Okay. Thank you so much for 2K. Okay. Optimus Rhymes, shout out to you. Everyone else, Lysurge. Okay, I think that's it. All right. So we finished off the stream 2,106. Huge stream. And this guy has re-signed. Right there. Let's go. Do you see that? Who sees it? Do you see it? He sees it. All right. That's it for the stream. Drop the mic. Make sure to sub and like. That rhymed. And I appreciate it. Hot Take Hockey.
Peace out.
Peace out.